And we are live. Hello, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be. This is, as the title suggests, impromptu. We just agreed today that we would try again the anime thing, and I'm gonna have this for posterity in case you forget to save your character sheet, like it happened some last time. You can go back here and catch it back on. So that'll be fun. But how are you guys doing, Zomar, Chris?
I'm doing great. I'm here to fulfill my anime dreams.
I
Gonna
woke
be
up in the
become
evening as the sun
the
went down,
Hokage.
so I'm okay.
Good. That's all you need, man. That's all you need. So I guess for some context, Zomar, Flame Zombie, aka Tyler, and we had a premise going on. I had in a span of 2 weeks come up with this hybrid game thing for a shonen tone, I would say, or inspired game. And we had a session zero. It was offline. We had a lot of fun. Actually, I regret that we not made that live because just the coming up with characters was very fun. So I'm excited for this one. But I reworked the system after having played with you, Chris. The I am the weapon,
Yeah,
which Tom ran for us. And I am the weapon is a supers game, and though unconventional, it does some things that are very interesting for the genre it's trying to emulate. I think it's eccentric, it's exotic. Yeah, we
yeah.
can. uh, but yeah,
Well,
but yeah, anime, right? So you guys like anime too?
yes. My biggest latest anime that I like is My Hero Academia. I really like
Ah,
the
okay.
the, the student storyline. I think that's very fun. What sort of things did you like from I Am the Weapon?
The initiative system. Though we're not doing the initiative system. Preempted that we're not doing the exact same initiative system,
Hmm.
but the way it does that, I thought it was very genius on what it's trying to emulate.
Hmm.
So Zonar, for context, how does that work, right? You have a perception stat,
Okay.
and the turns they have two phases or three. I guess I'll call it two. You have a declaration phase where the lowest perception score declares what he wants to do, and then you go all the way up. And after everybody declares, you all roll, and then the highest roll narrates his action, and it goes decreasing. So this way, the people who are more perceptive, they can see what other people are trying to do, and I can decide to counteract whatever the other guy is doing because he declared first. So if I roll higher, I can change my action. You have this. Is that dynamic? Like, oh, I see that he's going for like a low punch. I'm gonna react it by raising a shield. But then the other guy rolls higher, so you can drop the punch and do something else. And it feels very shonen battle. But we're not doing that because it's a bit
Mm,
convoluted. It works.
Okay, I'm throwing it out of my brain
It's
again.
yeah,
yeah, it's so genius. But
yeah.
I kept the idea of you declare first,
Hmm.
but it's gonna be like squaring off two by two. So in your turn, you choose a target,
Hmm.
and then we basically do that, but it's just with two characters, right? You declare what you do, the guy declares how he reacts, and then we roll, and
Hmm.
whoever's rolled highest gets their action uh,
Okay.
done.
I So let me kind of connect this back to the genre. So I noticed that there's a lot of Dragon Ball influence, I guess, in the thread, or at least the the characters seem very Dragon Ball esque. And usually in Dragon Ball, it's usually one guy fighting one guy, right? So are you
Yeah,
imagining kind of like a
sometimes you have.
series of duels, or like are there one on one over here and a one on one over here, or is this
I
kind of
don't
like an
think
all out
we
battle?
we didn't lean into Dragon Ball for how combat is resolved.
Okay.
It really
Mostly
was
the
to
aesthetic.
capture that whimsical nature of the universe, of the Dragon Ball world in its first iteration.
Okay. Gotcha.
But
Because we
answering
have,
your
like-
question,
Yeah, go ahead.
also, because you have always a reaction. You can always declare a reaction. You could fight 3 guys at the same time, and if the dice are in your favor, you could manage, like deflect everyone and counterattack. That could be a possibility. So it can be like duels, or you can be uneven battles. It would work just fine. And but the idea is that by virtue of being a shonen, you are extraordinary in the sense that you're out of the ordinary, right? Even if you're a human guy, you're still like a very qualified human guy, and you probably have some sort of superpower or gimmick. And I'll keep the powers named as gimmick because I think they represent what they do for the character. They're gimmicks for your character, right?
All right.
It's very vague, like the rule set, because I was thinking, well, maybe you want to play like something more futuristic, maybe you want to do something more fantasy. Like we can play with settings and I don't know if genre, but we can play with settings. So a lot of it will come through description and flavoring, I would say. And I think this is the main part of doing the session 0 is let's align what kind of world are we thinking, like, are we thinking of more like a Dragon Ball thing? Are we thinking more of My Hero Academia? Are we going more like a comedic thing, like One Punch Man? Are we doing Power Rangers? Like, what are some things elements you guys would like to see?
I guess I'm more, when it comes to anime, I'm a bit more of a snob nowadays. A lot of anime that I watch, it feels like I've watched it 100 times already. But now it's just worse animation quality, worse storylines, worse characters. Like they're just like becoming the same, the same 64 stamps that just get reused for every character. Oh, he's this guy, she's that girl. Reapplied ad nauseum.
So you don't want archetypes? Is that what you're saying? Or
I like the archetypes if they're really interesting. And that happens when they break the rules, not when they stick to the rules, basically. But that's cool for story, but it's much harder to execute live.
Yeah.
That's true.
In terms of my tastes, I don't know. I like the school setting. I don't like dark characters. I don't like kind of like starting out as a dark character, just because I feel that like one thing that I really like about kind of like school settings or like being like a teenage new superhero is that you have a lot of obligations and other people have all these expectations of you, and you've got to kind of like fit your way into the world, and you've got these responsibilities and you want to show yourself. So you got like all these kind of very natural motivations. And I feel that if you're doing kind of like a vigilante going against society, that is like badass, but you're just kind of like unmoored from anything happening to you. You're just like, I don't care. And you just run away. So in terms of my, what kind of characters I want to play, or like, and maybe that feeds into the setting, is I want to play a character with a lot of obligations and kind of like internal codes and motivations. And I've got kind of like a bunch of stuff to do. I don't want to play like a guy from outer space, an alien from outer space with no connection to the world, or I don't want to play a vigilante that goes against every law or something like that. Like, so those are the kinds of characters I want. So I want kind of like, I would prefer to play in a world that supports that type of character. So that's kind of like my thing.
Okay.
What are you thinking of somewhere? Or maybe you just didn't even.
I don't think.
How about
my
you, Nicholas?
superpower.
Do you have any preferences of what kind of anime?
I want high action, regardless of what. I think by virtue of again being a shonen thing, like a fight, like violence,
Mhm.
goofy or more serious, I think it's a must. So whatever we go with, you should be playing characters who are willing to jump into the fray. You
Mhm.
know,
Okay. Well, yeah.
even if you play
That
like more
answers
maybe
one
like the
question.
coward guy, he can still fight somehow. Maybe he
Sure.
uses machines. Maybe he's like summons things, so he doesn't go like face to face, but he's still like in the battle. You know.
Okay.
Okay. So high combat. I want kind of like obligations and slash society. And Zonalar, you want
Something.
going beyond archetypes. Is that a good summary, or
You want to role play?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
just like I I really enjoyed roleplay. I mean, with anything anime, I enjoy the animation. So over the top descriptions, it's lends itself really well to that. So if we go into the combat, I would love to go like into hyper combat
Mhm.
kind of situation. You know, like the ways Gurren Lagann or Kill la Kill would be
Yeah.
animated. Like it's always over the top, no matter how combat plays out.
Yeah. I like Kill la Kill a lot as well, where it's kind of like the crazy thematic powers and the
Yeah.
just like
Mhm.
going
Yeah.
going way beyond kind of like they don't do a lot of like incrementalism, you know. It's always just like
Exactly. Yeah, the
Exactly.
escalations, like the base escalation, is already the house blowing up.
yeah.
It's like, oh my god, oh, my house.
Okay.
But
So
that's just Tuesday somehow, because on Wednesday the house is fixed again. You know.
Okay. So
Oh,
you
hype
want
power.
like kind of like hyper power, or like, yeah, strong powers.
I love the idea of, you know, like the guy teleporting behind you. It's nothing personal, kid. That's just what's gonna happen at some point.
That's the juice, you know.
Yeah.
That's the essence of the thing. Yeah, exactly. Like I think you should, especially when you you land a hit and you roll high on damage. You should go like balls to the wall, you know, like explaining like describing the impact frames, you know, like the blinding lights of the sheer kinetic impact.
Yeah.
I think very much allowed to go into play with the media, you know.
And I guess like if we think about how like serious or unserious the combat is, I see it on the serious end something like Naruto, where they actually try to give you this verisimilitude of that guy is like biting his hand. Naruto's biting into his hand to shake himself free out of some hallucination spell. And you know, if somebody gets wounded, people are like, "Oh my god, is he all right? Is he gonna make it?" And on the other end, you have Goku and Vegeta fucking destroying a whole mountain as they go at each other.
I'll be honest. I don't think we should go with Dragon Ball Z levels of power. I'm thinking more. You can maybe reliably level a house, but anything more than that, you know. Again,
Okay.
maybe you roll like a really strong character.
Mhm.
But the way I set up the game is that you can have a strong guy, but it's usually like leveled.
Okay.
I would put in the let's see if I had to use a reference. I would put the guy. Let's say like early Dragon Ball, like Super Saiyan Saga, like Reddits,
Gotcha.
you know.
I'm not super familiar with Dragon Ball, unfortunately. I know
Okay,
kind of like
I don't
stuff
know.
through osmosis, but
Okay, I'll
so
give you.
I've got
what
a,
I mean.
I've got a kind of an idea.
Okay, yeah. Like not too much. Yes, you can.
Okay.
Like I said, let's use the buildings for scale. Like you can level up a house probably with
Mhm.
a good attack or power, but like a whole block. That's if you
Sure.
like roll insane damage and you can describe like for some reason you went a little bit over your limit for, you know. or something like that.
Okay. So
But
I've got some idea of a character, but I actually don't know how character creation works. So I don't know if I should
yeah,
stick to that.
let me. So are you going with like maybe like a modern thing where it mixes fantasy and high tech, and like kind of almost a
Sure.
anime gonzo thing, like almost anything goes?
Sure.
Or maybe we do like last time, we create our characters and then we try to infer the setting through the characters.
I'm also cool with that.
I think that could work. So the way basic dice mechanic here, right? It's supposed to be simplified, and you guys tell me if this makes sense. Because again, this was I was taken by a strange mood over the
Yeah,
course
yeah,
of
yeah.
5 days, and cramped in my dark cave. I came up with this rework. So you have your attribute in your stat, right? So whatever you try to do, you're gonna add your attribute. You're gonna roll your attribute plus your stat die, plus a bonus that might come from a power or a specific skill,
Mm-hmm.
and say, and you have dice, you have ranks in these attributes and the stats, very much like I am the weapon. So you start with a D4, you can go all the way up to D12. So if I have like a body of 6, I'm gonna roll a 6, and I'm trying to like do this crazy movement stuff. I'm gonna use my agility, and let's say I have a D4 my agility. So this is my dice pool for my maneuver thing,
Okay.
So you do have let's say a triangle, not a bell curve, a triangle. I forgot the name.
A
Help me.
distribution.
But it will keep changing depending on what you go with. And again, you can have a power that makes things easier or not. And this is a rollover. So I might be calling for some like, oh, this is an average check. Like you need to beat a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't go, and so on. But if you're fighting another guy, you're fighting against his roll. So in fights, you're gonna just be rolling and comparing numbers, really.
Okay. Let me try to repeat that back so make sure I understand. So we have a base attributes, and there's 3 base attributes.
Yeah.
And those inform all of our this is grouped. So body affects agility, strength, and resistance. Mind affects intelligence, social perception. And spirit is like magic or whatever.
Spirit is your, let's say, inner resolve to keep fighting. Like that anime thing. Like when you die, when you like get to 0 point, you're gonna be rolling spirit to see if you get back up.
Okay.
So spirit is your inner strength, so to speak. And some powers are gonna use your spirit die as well, but it doesn't govern anything in specific.
Okay.
But yeah, and you might get a +2 depending on what you're doing. Like if you have like, I'm good with animals, you add a +2 to that.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So is it like you have attributes and then you have stats and then you have skills on top of that? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe a gimmick like a superpower.
Okay.
But most powers are just gonna they just let you do stuff. Like if you fly, you just fly, like kind of deal. So, and the way I manage here, and if you have a better idea, you can say, because again, this is like earlier than beta. This is like a gamma edition, whatever. You can either choose one to be a D4, another D6, and a D8, or you can roll 3D8, and whatever the result So you could get like 3 8s, very unlikely. You could get 3 6s, or you could get 3 4s. And the idea is your HP or your health pool is also your attribute. So if you take damage, you're gonna lower your body, and as your body lowers, eventually you hit a threshold where you're starting rolling lower die because you're getting tired and damaged. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing with mine. If you get like psychic attacks, like Same thing.
So I got a 1, a 5, and a 4,
So
which means I have
that,
2d4s and 1d6.
yeah, if you have your character sheet here, no, I closed it. I closed it. Let me open it again. Let me show.
Now
You guys
we
will
see
peer
all of the
over.
Discord. We see
Yeah,
all
I'm
of
gonna
it.
peer over the.
Okay.
How do I open this? Do I have to download my own thing? I think so.
So now I just choose which one goes where.
Broke the formatting. Oh no.
Okay. So I roll a. Can you go back to the rules?
Yeah, let me see if I can. Oh no, man! I broke the formatting.
I
hate
mean,
this.
I think you're just opening it in Notepad rather than a Markdown, right?
How do?
it's fine.
Oh, what's the difference? How do I open the Markdown?
I don't know. I use a different editor for Markdown, but I don't know if Notepad will look at it.
Oh.
I
Well,
don't even know why you have it saved as a markdown. That's really confuses me.
Yeah, I thought you knew what Markdown is because you made it a Markdown.
Yeah,
because
so
you can make it look like you can bold things and put them in
Yeah.
italics.
I pushed it into Obsidian and it automatically does the thing. Yeah, it makes it bold and stuff,
Oh,
so it looks nice.
It's all right. Well, anyhow, we're gonna push through. I got lost now.
We'll
Okay,
get
yeah.
through it.
We're rolling for stats, or we're choosing stats.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
I'll
rolled.
let you
and
choose,
my
like, if you roll
was
3 and you
super
get
trash.
Yeah, I'll
2d4s
just
and 1d6.
go with the basic. Go with the basic distribution. Then.
Go with the basic.
Like,
Okay.
D4. If you roll your trash, like.
Look,
So-
you just made the rules, Nicholas. So I'm rolling, and it's 2d4s and 1d6.
Nah, man. Let's just go basic. Okay, let's just go from 4 to 6 to an 8. Like, we're not doing that.
Okay.
But you made those rules, Nicholas.
So-
What
Hey,
do you mean?
Zonalar,
What you
if you
gonna do
rolled
here?
3d8s, you would
Yeah.
also be canceled. So don't worry.
Okay, good.
It would also be.
So, for example, the way you can do this, and I tried to set it up in a way that kind of help you. You can write like D8, and then the number right next to it, that's your HP.
Mhm.
So as you take damage, you're gonna go to 6, to 7. When it reaches a 6, now you're just gonna start rolling a D6.
Okay.
You know, for that die. So you need to set it in such a way that you won't get lost. What was the original value?
Yeah.
I guess.
I feel like we should have the original value in like in brackets, you know?
Yeah.
All
You
right.
could also
make that
you
up.
could also start using the DCC dice and use the D7s and D5s.
Oh, oh God!
Okay.
The forbidden die.
So I'm not going to pick my stats yet because I don't know how the system works yet.
Okay, so
but-
the stats.
Yeah.
This is how you
Let-
do.
let-
Okay.
Let me actually ask something out of order. Are
Yeah.
the gimmicks free form? Because I have a concept I want to do, but I don't know like how
almost.
the gimmicks work.
I have a list that we can go off by. That is, the list is written with the mechanics in mind. So if you have something that does not fit, we can get something similar and
Okay.
adjust
Yeah,
it. Okay.
let's use the list and see if the list actually functions for. Hey, you have a concept. Let's see if it's covered. That would be
Because
a
I
great
didn't
way
want
to.
I didn't want to have like 5 pages, so I limited to like 1 page, trying to be like very hugging everything, blanket thing, so we can base off
Right,
on
so-
everything.
So the power scale is heroic. I see that was like the pre. I don't know, just written down. On the
I think
character thing.
there are no power scales anymore. You might be able to do things that are
Okay,
like
so it's not
superhuman,
important right now.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
So
Gotcha.
importantly, we don't roll for gimmicks.
No, you're gonna choose. You're gonna buy them. You're gonna have
Okay.
points, so you're gonna
Okay. I thought I really like in games where you have to like roll up a character and then make it work.
These are
but
cool.
in this-
Yeah.
Yeah, but in this case, if you don't have like a random table, or if it wasn't designed to be a random table, I've got a concept. So let me.
You know what I
just-
thought
Yeah,
that we
what's
could
up?
do? We could pull up like a superpower randomizer
Mhm.
and then try to make it work by reverse engineering just for fun. But if you already have a concept, we can go with that.
Do you have a superpower randomizer in mind? I'm down for that.
There are quite a few, actually.
It's just like some website online.
Uh,
All right,
I'm going for maximum spirit.
maximum spirit.
okay. I didn't even write what spirit does, right?
No.
Dang.
Yeah. Well,
Like-
Zonalar's going to be a survivor. He's
Yeah,
gonna
basically,
come back.
you are kind of like the guy who has a lot of potential, but right now he lacks the power.
I feel like my spirit is going to be super anime, Reapery, magic powers. It's gonna manifest into reality.
This is an example. I found one here, never used it, but I think let's do the stats first, just to go in order.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
cool.
this is how you do, right?
Yep. I'll do. I'll be strong, smart, and spiritual in that order.
All right. Once you have your die, so your die will set how many points you have to distribute in the stats in that bracket. So if you have a D8 in strength, you have 8 points to put into agility, strength, and resistance. If you have a 6, then so on.
Okay.
And if you have something with 0, it means that nothing is added to the roll. You have no stat die for that. You are like bad at that, basically. Even to like a normal human standard, you're like very incapable at that. And if you have a 1, you still roll a d4. So this is how you check here, like the rank to what die you're gonna be using to that. So if you have 1 to a 4, you're gonna be using a d4 for your stat. It's a 5, a 7, and a 6. It's an 8. It's a d8. The d12 does exist, but for initial characters, I set it aside. There are some gimmicks and some things that might push you to go like this is another step. Then you might end up rolling a d12, but for now, we're not doing that.
I don't understand. So there is no spirit stats for me to put points into?
No, but there are some gimmicks that they take into account your spirit, so you can still do some stuff with your spirit.
Okay. I was like, wait, am I just worse than everybody else because I'm spiritual?
You are like the guy that. Do you know Hunter x Hunter?
Do you gain plot armor from having high spirit?
Wow.
It's like Hunter x Hunter, where the power of the protagonist is to get beaten up to a pulp and survive it. That's your superpower in a way.
Right, but that's kind of redundant to resistance, right?
Not so much, because resistance is just how much you can soak.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused. I have D6 body, right? So do I use the 6 points and spread them in the body bracket, or do I roll a D6 on how many points I put in there?
You get like 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, or like 3 here, 2, 1, 2 here, and 1 here.
Okay, so I do not roll then.
No, you just distribute.
Okay.
So, quick clarification: if I put 0 stat points in something, I still roll a d4.
You get no bonus on that. You're like actively. You are considered like awful in that stat.
Okay. Got
it.
A
normal person if you have 0 social skills, like you're like Spurg Overlord,
Okay.
You're actually trash is what he needs to say.
Yeah. But so in terms of the resolution, it would
you're rolling one die.
You would roll your mind only and any possible skill.
Yeah.
But no stat.
Exactly. So it gets all swingy.
Okay, got it.
You could look like it could be this thing where like the socially inept character by pure luck says something stupid, but it works,
Okay.
Could be the thing.
Okay. So my body is D8, so I have 8 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can recharge. I wrote down the thing where you can recharge, or if you die. Like I just wrote down it's not die. Like if you get 0 HP in an attribute, like you're incapacitated for that turn, but you can reanimate by beating the received. Same thing as I am the weapon. Mm-hmm. So if the last hit that took you down was 6 damage, And this is player facing. Every turn while you're down for your body turns, you're gonna roll like your body. I guess you want to beat that 6. You know. So this is a 4. I did not reanimate. I did not reanimate. Did not reanimate. You know. So on. So it could get to a situation where you get hit to such a high damage that you just cannot reanimate. And like if you get hit by like a 12 damage, like you're gone. You know. Maybe you do the Dragon Ball thing where like you get disintegrated. You know. Like,
okay, so the roll to the basically the death save is a D whatever base body, or what is it? Sorry.
It's you're gonna roll your body. Actually, it's not your body. It's your spirit. Yeah.
Roll your spirit. Okay, got
it. A spirit test every turn, a maximum of turns the same as the spirits, to come back with, and then you roll your body die to see how much health you come back. So you could come back with full health, or just 2, or just 4.
Got it.
And you can keep doing that until you can keep getting back. So if you have a high spirit, you have better chances at keep coming back, keep steadying up again.
Got it. Okay.
That's kind of the idea. Now for the gimmicks. Oh, another thing. We can consider like a gimmick free if that's part of the theme of the setting we're going with. You know, like in the way that Dom made Husk be just a freebie. Like same thing, we can have something here that implies that in the setting it's ubiquitous or easy to have, like flight. You know, everybody can fly, kind of deal.
Okay. Sorry, can we go back to skills for just a moment?
Oh yeah.
So we just pick skills. Okay.
Basically, okay. There's 2 ways you can choose your skills. You can get a flat +2 if you get a general one. Which are the general ones? These, like animals, arts. You pick like, I want to be generally good at sciences. So whenever you do something with any sciencey thing, you get a +2 to that dice pool you're rolling. Or you can get a +3 for a specific one. So let's say I'm gonna take sciences. I'm gonna be specifically good at hacking. So now that's a +3 to hacking.
Got it.
Which makes it guarantees that anything easy, you just pass, right? Because you're gonna always get at least 1 on a die roll. Or you choose 3 specific. Yeah, one general or 3 specific. You get to choose. And you just write down that, next to your thing.
1 general? Let's see.
You either pick a general skill or 3 specific skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Under the umbrella of that general, like under animals, or under machines, under magic.
Got it.
And specifics will give you a +3 to test, while general is just +2.
Okay.
The way you can buy gimmicks, I wrote this today. I don't remember. So powers that set a character apart, they may take any form, fluff, or flavor. You get spirit number of points to buy gimmicks. And most gimmicks require rolling under a difficulty level. Like if you're trying to do something crazy, you will roll just to see if you can get that action done. But sometimes it's not necessary to roll because it's obvious, like if you have electricity powers, you just want to turn on a light bulb. If you can just do that, you don't need to roll to see if kind of deal. So, like, how many spirit do you guys have?
I've got 4.
So you have 4 points.
I got 8.
You got 8 points, but you can get weaknesses to get more points to spend on gimmicks.
Alrighty.
Guess I have 11 now.
Yeah. So gimmicks, I have this page here. Let me see if I can make it all. Is that
Right.
readable?
I picked the skill.
I can
I'm good
kind
to
of
go.
read that. There's a lot there.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me do something here to make it easier on the
I mean,
eyes to read. I'm gonna.
I opened the PDF on my end, so
Okay. Yeah, you can do that too.
it's good that the stream can see what's going on.
Some of these. If you see something highlighted in yellow, that means that I'm unsure of it or I need to work it. Okay.
Okay.
Or it's undone. Yeah.
I have a concept.
What is your? What's the concepts?
My concept is I'll just list this as a wish list of a bunch of different stuff. My name is Octomorph. I have very large tentacle arms that are also poisoned and can grapple people. And they also regenerate, and they're very strong. And maybe I can form like an octopus beak or something like that and bite people too. So all of that stuff. And I'm also very tough.
I think we can work most of that.
There's an
with
extra
your 4
appendage list.
There is.
It's half
Yeah,
a point per tentacle arm. So
and they will give you a +1 to like do stuff with it.
All
so
right.
if you have like 8 tentacle arms, that's 4 points.
All right.
But then I don't
Unless
think you have.
you're
I don't. I don't
hexamorph.
have. You want regeneration, which is 3 points. So you probably need to buy some weaknesses to, if you want both the regeneration and the.
Okay. So regeneration.
What is the difference between a magic gimmick and the magic skill? Because
I think
don't-
the magic skill is you understanding about even if you can do magic, like, hey, I know that's like a summoning scroll, you know. And having the gimmick is you can do magic. Maybe even if you don't understand of it, you can still like, you know.
Okay.
So let's say you need to like recognize a spell. It would be mind and intelligence and a +2 for general magic, you know.
I was looking for some healing magic, but it doesn't seem to be listed.
It's healing power, that would be the gimmick for healing
so
power.
that's not as a magic.
You can say it's
Oh,
magic. You can say it's, you know, you can flavor it to be so, and we will agree that it is that.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to find where things are listed and stuff.
Just a fix here. You heal by your spirit die, not the guys that you're healing spirit die. So if you have high spirit, you can heal people for a lot.
Yeah, that's the point.
Okay.
In your character sheet, it says like +1 to whatever that means, garden fence. So
Would be a mistake. Probably a mistake.
yeah, I have absolutely no idea what it's supposed to mean.
And because mine is messed up, I don't know. I have to fix my thing. Is Obsidian a free program?
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna download that today. Yeah. What you guys thinking?
I think I've got my gimmicks. I have regeneration. 4 extra tentacles, and my arms are kind of tentacles too. Arms and legs are tentacles too. And I've also got a vulnerability to fire.
Oh, okay. Vulnerability or a vulnerability?
The vulnerability weakness.
Oh, okay. But I thought you were okay. I think you're going way over the points here, right? Fine.
Oh
You're
no,
here
plasma,
now.
my only weakness.
All right.
Yeah, weaknesses. A bit fewer. So you cannot go over -3 in weaknesses. So you cannot just be allergic to every single thing except dogs. You can't do that. You can be stupid about things. Yeah, that works. You don't
I
need to
think
be
I
mildly
pretty much
understandable
just
about
have
everything.
to pick gimmicks now because I don't have a strong character concept,
hmm
except I wanted to be a healer of some sort.
So is your guy like are his powers octopus themed, or is he part octopus? Like, does he have the spirit of the kraken inside of him? How does it
Yeah,
work?
well, I think it's more of a science mutant thing than a magic thing.
Okay,
But he's part sea monster, and
part kaiju.
yeah. But yeah, he worked. Let me fit it into the obligation idea.
You forgot about it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Straight up forgot. You could be like a fish man. Maybe you were born this way.
Yeah, well,
You're a
so
race of people.
no, I see. I don't know if I really like that, because then we would have to, like, in order for my obligations to be relevant, we would have to be like in Atlantis. I don't know if you want to start.
Maybe not. Maybe
Do you
not.
want to start in Atlantis?
Maybe
or
you're an
whatever?
ambassador. You're coming to the surface to deal with something.
So that's fine by itself, but then it's like all my stuff is very far away. You know what I mean? Like, so I
You can
don't
send
like
a
that.
dolphin to pick it up.
No. I want to be kind of linked to the society that I'm in, not like I'm from this faraway land. So, unless you want to set us in Atlantis, but I don't think you do.
Do you want to be in Atlantis? It's not no matter of if I want. I think it would be more interesting to be outside of the water,
Yeah,
in the normal society. But we
yeah.
can do something more fantastic. That can work.
Yeah, I don't know how well my character will do underwater.
Yeah. Let's not set it underwater, because that can get kind of. Honestly, that's like that gets kind of boring. It's
And
like,
my
there's a
character
coral.
drowns, and
There's
you
a
can
coral
continue
tower
without me.
Yeah. Oh, you can magically breathe. Whatever. It's like, I don't know about setting it underwater. Okay. How about this? I am a group of half kaiju heroes that works for the Japan Defense Forces. So, like, I'm basically a member of the military. So I've got high obligations.
I forgot, because there's kaiju and there's another name for just monster in general. It's not bakemono. It's a different name, and it has Ju in the name too.
Yokai, but that's like a ghostly monster.
No.
I don't know.
I mean, Bakemon is monster, right?
Yeah, but there's a different name, because bakemono, it's like a bear can be a bakemono in a way. There's a different name that is like specifically a monster in the sense that is going to wreak havoc.
Is it not like Oni? Or is that specific?
No, you're looking for
an older.
You're looking for like a category name that's broader.
There is one in Japanese, but we don't need to use it. It's mostly out of curiosity that I mentioned it.
Okay.
Kaijin. Exactly. That's what I was thinking of. Kaijin.
Okay.
It's a monster person. Yeah.
Kaijin. Okay.
So you come from this one group, full of sea kaijin, but you're not evil.
Yeah, well, I'm like
not
I'm a half
evil.
kaiju.
Okay.
I haven't seen the anime Mighty. What is it called? Kaiju #9 or something like that.
Number 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kaiju
Yeah,
number
I've seen
9.
only the first episode.
I have not seen that, so I'm not basing it off that. Just so you guys know.
Okay.
I was very disappointed in that anime. I was ready for like 12 episodes of cleaning up the city of all the wreckages.
Yeah.
And then
figuring
it
out how to
becomes a
clean up the city.
regular shonen,
And
right?
yeah, and it's like, oh, it's gonna be slice of life. How do you clean up after kaijus? But that's like,
Yeah.
no, you become the kaiju. It's like, what? No, that's not the anime I
I
wanted.
Yeah.
kind of
Gosh
have
darn
the
it.
same even though the guy's power are very cool. By the way, the guy looks like something from I Am the Weapon, like the enemy, common
Mhm.
enemy. But I also thought, man, it's such a cool moment. It would be
Yeah.
such a cool idea to be like a slice of life of just cleaning monsters and dealing with work drama.
Yeah, I saw some preview and it was kind of like, oh shucks, I can't contribute to my team. If only I had some special powers. And then he just like gets turned into a monster, half monster. So like,
Well, it's a story about a guy who does not believe in himself. He feels
yeah,
like he,
I'm sick of that frame. It's like,
this is just my
this,
life.
yeah, just kind of like, yeah, I'm not a fan of that setup. Do something different. So I am a Kaijin Octomorph, the Tentacled Triumph. I am a half Kaiju hero. Cool.
All right. And I think this is like your character. It's relationships. That's the thing too, right?
Mhm.
You should have like at least one.
Yeah.
And it can be the other player. It can be an NPC, but it's something that ties you. You know,
Okay.
a
How about we?
rival, a lover.
Yeah. How about there's a very very beautiful coral woman.
Coral.
Yeah, that's on my team, but for whatever reason she's on hiatus. She's partially retired for some reason.
Mhm.
Let's see, what's her name?
Coralina.
Coralina.
How do I
Hygiene Coralina.
How do I map the gimmick power levels of magic, like mind plus strength and stuff?
I think I wrote it down. It's mind plus intelligence to cast your magic.
So it's both die
This is like
roll,
literally
not
like,
both,
you know,
not
like,
both
like
numbers, but the die rolls.
I don't think I understand your question then.
Well, if my mind is a d4, then I roll the d4. I don't just add 4.
Yes, you roll a d4. You roll your die. You roll your die. But I wrote down like, so if it's a basic magic projectile, you know, like magic missile is mind plus intelligence. If it's a direct strike, like imbuing your hand with magic and like something like that, that would be a mind and strength. And if you're gonna raise a barrier or something, then it would be mind and your resistance.
Yeah. Oh, I have access to all of them if I pick magic?
Yeah, you can just do these, but you're gonna be using different stats for different magic maneuvers.
Okay.
So if you have low resistance, it's the classic like, I can hold this for much longer, you know? You're holding like this magic barrier.
Man, I'm completely useless then.
Like I thought, you are the young pup. You are the guy with a lot of potential, but right now you lack the power. Your power is to get beaten up to a pulp and coming back.
Oh, I was thinking of playing a girl. I guess I didn't. Let's talk about this.
It can be. You're just going to be the woman who gets beaten up.
How do you feel if I'm a girl?
No sex stuff.
I'm okay with
That's my
Yeah.
that's
not gonna
my
do
that's
that.
my rule for guys playing girls.
Sure.
Were you a
So-
girl? Oh, that'll be a different story. Yeah, okay.
So that's a totally separate conversation with different considerations. But for
I mean, I guess sessions during that stuff. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing explicit like sexual stuff. So
yeah.
things just
I-
fade to black if it comes to that.
I sometimes do a little raunchy wink, but I don't do anything
Yeah.
explicit.
Yeah.
Anyway, regeneration.
And the monsters will not molest you, Zonar. Don't worry. The tentacle monster will not
Yeah.
molest you.
No, I won't.
That's not
That's
happening.
that's
I
just
swore
part of
I swore an
tone, like,
oath. I
how
swore an oath.
anime do you want to go? Like, oh, are we talking? Because Kill la
Yeah.
Kill is like, okay, it's still
Yeah.
suggestive, but they play with the idea that, like, it's part of the story. Like, it's not getting ignored, or like, ooh, it's just clickbait, you know?
Yeah.
And other shows, it's just clickbait. Literally, that's all it's there for. Oh no, I'm in danger.
Yeah. I'm not into it for a role play situation.
Let me write down the descriptions of all the dresses I wear.
Yeah.
All the different pennies you have. Yeah. Describe your own penny shot.
Teddy bear panties.
Yeah. If that happens during the game, Zonar's internet's gonna be like weirdly cut down, and we don't know. We just lost him. Gonna have to go on without him, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It's totally not my wife pulling the plug on me.
I was implying that I would have kicked you and pretend like, oh, something happened. Let's wait for him. Then you don't come back. Like, oh, yeah.
Banned from
continue?
the StreamYard. Change the link.
So yeah, you can play. I'm fine with that as well. So what is Scala is mentioned like his guy. He has like almost this whole backstory thing going on. What about you?
Well, I have so many gimmicks left to pick, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out what fits. I have like 5 points left. Here's what we have: incredibly spiritual, very resilient.
So this spiritual is not that you are a spiritual person, is that you have a lot of inner resolve and inner strength. You know.
I have a lot of spirit.
Yeah.
I want to say that I am very spiritual.
Dormant power, you know. All right.
And,
that's your characterization.
I got well, I don't know about the skill. I might change the skill because I picked a magic skill, but I don't really want to know about magic, honestly. Maybe I think I'm gonna switch that to a nature skill. I have a general nature skill. And my profession is I'm a gardener. I run my own botanical garden, pretty much. That's what I do. And I have the gimmick of healing powers that I can actually heal people.
Is that like natural? Like, were you born with that power? Or?
I think that comes from my side gig as working as a Shinto priestess at the local temple.
What kind of hentai?
Oh, you have to choose one job, man. You cannot be Barbie here. Like, do you have a botanic garden, or because if you're a priestess, like that's a full-time job.
I cannot make money being a priestess. Okay, it's
Of course you can. The government pays you. This is a government job.
You guys are getting very demanding on the. In this alternate universe, you can work part-time as a priestess, let's say.
Yeah, it's like, look, like somebody has to be a priestess, but it's not like you make good money off it. I have to still pay rent somehow, you know, prices going up and everything.
Just live in
Where do you live? Where do you live?
Where I live? I want to say I live in...
Okay, so just let me excuse myself here and explain why. I'm getting like this because when you say Shinto, okay, so it's kind of Earth, but then we're not going by the Earth rules. So are you just a priest, a priestess of this another thing then? Maybe?
I'm a temple priestess.
Okay.
And I do the rituals for people because they need somebody to do it. And like nobody has that kind of connection. But the previous matron saw the potential in me, so she forced me to do it. Like, come on, it will be fun. You're totally cut out for it. It's like I can't really say no because I'm uniquely positioned to be really good at the rituals, because
Right.
I actually do have healing powers and botanical magic as well.
Got it.
So, go
So
ahead,
the
Skylar.
layers of the worlds are extremely thin with me.
All right.
How old are you?
Well, let's say 20 something.
Okay.
I don't want to go younger than that.
Subtle vetting going on here, like in the background.
Yeah, my wife is like face palming so hard on next to me. She wants to yell. And I'm thinking
you cannot use that one avatar you have. You know the one I'm talking about. You have to draw me one.
cannot use her.
No.
Do not. Let me pull her up. No, it's fine.
You can show people just so they know what I'm talking about.
No, it's fine.
Flash, like just flashbang them for like a fraction of a second. They can rewind and pause the video. Okay, Skelly, you have something to say?
Yeah. What are we in Tokyo? Where are we at?
I think it's more fun if we are in like city number whatever, because
Okay.
I want you to be able to 4D like anything about the world. I think that is like this is like you cannot be that girl. You cannot be
elf.
it.
All right.
No, it's not working. It's just showing her directly.
Because let's say you want to mention like, oh yeah, because of the Mercury River, like I don't know. I want you to have like
right. Well, I mean,
power to 4D
I
stuff.
would do that anyway. I would just like, oh yeah, the Tokyo Gardens. I'm going there. The big, I don't know much about Tokyo, so I'll just make shit up.
So okay, none of you have any powers or anything in your backstory that imply it's a modern world. Like, how do you? Is this world maybe a bit more anachronistic? Maybe you have tech, but it's all fantasy,
Sure, I'm down.
Have neon spears, or are we not going that way?
Yeah, well, I'm a military like experiment or whatever, half human, half kaiju. So if you want to set that earlier, sure, I'm down.
Because we have the characters done, so I want to kind of workshop with you guys the setting, like what kind of world. I would like to have this brainstorm session.
Sure.
Zonar, your microphone is we cannot hear you. You muted yourself.
Oh yeah, it's so that my wife cannot talk into the stream while I'm talking. I have like so many points left. Got 5 points left, and I don't know what to do with them.
With gimmicks?
Yeah, because my spirit is so high, right?
Get more got superior senses. You see your taste.
Yeah.
You hear better. I don't know.
Yeah.
Get an extra resistance, recharge. I don't know. Alternate form. Maybe you can have a farm that you can actually fight in. You go like Oni mode. I don't know.
Sidekicks.
I really love that idea that I'm completely useless for fighting. I'm literally good as a support cast. I'm Sakura, like just completely useless the whole season through.
You can be undying. Maybe your regeneration power is so strong that you respawn like back in the temple. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
you can get more magic. You can have like air and earth and something else.
Yeah.
This is for each.
True.
So
it's
Nicholas,
just like my mind is really it's the D4, and I have no intellect and no strength, so there will be no direct projectiles or direct strikes happening whatsoever, like zero.
And you can try.
It's all
probably gonna fail, but you can.
Yeah, it's gonna
try.
be D4, and it's gonna fail.
Yeah. I mean, the guy could roll 2 ones and he still actually. Yeah.
So what you could do is get a sidekick that's a robot dog that like people or
Could
something.
get robot dog.
Some,
I
some,
get
something
myself
like
a
that.
Digimon.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. You could do that. There is like a isn't there like a summon power? Or did I?
You got sidekick. There's not specifically a gimmick for summoning, but you could work that. You know.
So
Well,
you could get a sidekick, and then the sidekick is built like any other character. So now we have to do a second round of character creation. But
I mean,
hey, maybe that,
you're gonna be juggling more characters, but that's your
Yeah.
problem. Then.
yeah.
So yeah, go ahead, Scott.
Where are we? Are we in Tokyo?
We can be in Tokyo. We can be in Dogyo. I don't know. We can be anywhere.
Okay. Sounds like we're in alternate Tokyo.
Okay. I really want to settle like. Let's talk technology. Like,
Sure.
is it modern world or not? I think this is a big deal, especially with like communication.
I guess in my head, when I imagine my character, I imagine Yuna from Final Fantasy X.
Okay.
Pretty much. So I got the staff, and I'm just like stuck having to be a priestess for this whole fucking nation, and I don't want to be. So
Okay.
I'm out here in someplace else where we are doing our stuff to run a garden instead.
Gotcha.
So
Nicholas,
Mhm.
do you want to do like pre-modern with like telegraphs or samurais or something like that?
I think it would be cool like to have a mixture. Maybe it is modern, but elements of like the past are more prevalent, or it's anachronistic. Maybe like you have a mechanized.
Okay. Are you thinking of kind of like?
Do you know like Guilty Gear?
I don't know Guilty Gear that much. I was thinking of what's it called? Full Metal Alchemist, where it's kind of like year 1900 type thing, where it's like the modern era. So there's like telegraphs or like
but you got
electric
magic.
radios and stuff.
Radios,
like,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, but let's say like vaguely World War One, maybe somewhere in between 1 and 2 level of tech.
Gotcha. This is actually funny. Okay. I was reading some biographies of Japanese people, and this is the Meiji era, which is like the most interesting part of the history of Japan. Lots of modernization and such. So this would be like pre-Showa.
So still have people, still wearing traditional garb, but like they pull out of a radio, out of the out of their suitcase.
It's also like there are samurai, but they're like wearing kind of like 1900s European style clothing. Like there's a whole lot of like weird in between stuff where.
Do you want to role play in Samurai Champloo? It's all remixed together.
Sure, I haven't seen that one all the way through, but
yeah,
I saw the first episode of that. But I don't know. Yeah, that's a fun period. I'm kind of like I'm a half kaiju member of the, member of the military or something.
What are some conflicts? I want to talk like the premise. Like I think would be good if we start off with this one thing, like this is kind of what we are doing. Is there a calamity? Is there a a mission or?
I love the idea that the very first thing that happens is my garden shop gets trampled and completely destroyed.
By whatever is the problem.
Yeah, by whatever is the problem. So I can't do that anymore.
Yeah. How do you feel about Russians being involved?
Can work.
So this is the Russo-Japanese War. I don't know. Just throwing that out there.
The Slavo.
The Russian invasion into Neo-Japan.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
They're just circumventing China because they're too hard, you know?
Mhm.
Go directly to Japan.
Going out, crossing out of Asia. Okay.
It's a proxy war because
I think.
alternate China, they can't have like direct
Oh,
war
okay,
with
okay. So,
Japan
okay,
because they
this.
always
What about
lost.
this?
Would be
What
too
about this?
embarrassing.
Japan has already been conquered by the Russia. So you're living in a Russian occupied Japan,
Russian
and you have
occupied-
guards, you have gangs, and you are, even though you are in your lands, you're out of your element in a way because the whole system now, the new government is against you. So as long as you keep obeying, you know, if you're a good boy, a good girl, you get to live there. But like, what do you think about that? Because then you have like the whole world against you in a way.
If as long as we're
like
part
you
of it,
kind of
like
lost the war, maybe.
yeah, as long as we have kind of like the resistance, that we're part of the resistance, and there's like
Yes.
social groups for that, for my kind of like social obligation thing. I don't want to be like by myself and then like I meet Zonalar's character and then it's just the two of us. Like I want some other sort of connections besides that.
Maybe the resistance already uses the the local temples healing for resistance reason, but
Okay.
like in a clandestine way, I suppose, because that would be treason against the new order.
Sure.
What if I have the superior touch sense?
Superior touch.
You can feel like micro impressions. You touch your finger, like, oh,
Yeah.
this is uneven.
No, I touch somebody and I can feel their soul, you know, between my fingertips. I can touch the ghost, you know, to understand its pain.
All right, yeah. You need to find excuses to waste your points.
You're like, well, this is useless, but fine by me.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. How's this for a pitch? I'm part of the Tokyo Underground Resistance. They actually have a base in the old subway tunnels beneath Tokyo.
Ooh.
And
Cool.
that's kind of like where there's rebels. There's like, there's the stereotypical people with the bandanas. They've got guns, but they're fighting against. And I'm part of that group.
How deep do the tunnels go? Are we talking their own civilization, like a city under the city?
Sure.
Or
why not?
System.
Or having to live above ground, but nobody can know that you are.
Japan has some
bonsai?
crazy like sewer system.
Yeah, we
At
could do
least in
that.
the big cities, like you can
Oh, I
totally
like
like have. I mean, there'll be patrols and stuff, but I think
Have
they can
you
be
played
circumvented.
a video game called Stray, where you play a cat amongst robots?
I know of the game.
I saw a clip of it.
Yeah, it's like all those robots, and there's some areas where they're growing plants, or the plants are growing inside all of these tunnel systems. Look awesome. What if I have my garden underground in like a big ass pipe that's like unused?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay,
by me,
nobody
so
likes
it's
the
gonna
idea.
go.
Everybody's like,
No,
no.
it's
Yeah, no,
fine.
it's
I don't have anything
crazy.
against it.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm in a far away thinking about my character design.
No worries.
I'm fine with that. So we have underground tunnels used by the resistance. Maybe the Russians, they have a super weapon. That's how they've been managing to like, crusade all over the continent to get to Japan. And maybe what if Japan has something special? That's why they went all the way to conquer. Maybe they have like this one, like they have one of the few rare magic sources of the world. Like this orb thing or this one thing that.
Sure.
So it was a strategic play to get Japan, and it's like Maybe it's like a magical ley line, like what do you call, like a knot, so to speak.
Sure. This is energy knot magical thing.
What do you guys think of that?
Sure. I'm pretty open to any sort of motivation we have for doing stuff.
Let's say like Japan has one of the 7 magic. What do you call it? Like a nodule, ley line nodule. Nodule. What do you call? What do you call like not a nodule. Man, the word.
Nexus, ley line nexus.
Is it nodule? Yeah, it is nodule, or a node. A node. So let's say like there's 7 nodes all over the world, and Japan is positioned like right on top of one.
Gotcha.
So that's why they managed to conquer it. And basically, you can think maybe like it's kind of like nuclear energy. You can build this thing over it, and you can power like magic infused like weapons and guns with it. But maybe Russia, for some reason or because of someone, they had something that gave them an advantage, and they managed to get Japan. So now it's under occupation. Maybe it's kind of like Street Fighter, M Bison. Maybe it's like an M Bison organization that is taking over the world, kind of deal.
Sure, sounds good.
Do they happen to be Russian? Yeah. I think it would be cool if maybe like they're a bit of a piratey by nature, but they're such a strength by now, like M Bison's organization.
Sorry, my cat's going crazy here. Give me a sec.
What do you think of that?
I love it. I love. Basically, I don't have super strong desires or hatreds of any sort of like evil doer premise. Like, I think that's in your ballpark, and I'm down for whatever.
No, I want it to be an all. I want you guys to co-create it right now. It's session 0 co-creation.
Okay.
Session 0 co-creation.
There are. Let's say that there are a bunch of Shinto temples around, and the reason why they're left standing is that they're actually magical, and they don't want to destroy them because spirit monsters come out. So like that's like it sets up the magic, and it also sets up like why are there temples, and it also sets up like there's also Russians. So like there's kind of like the worldly threat of the Russians. You've also got like the supernatural stuff from the temples. And so it's kind of like 3 different factions, and then there's also like good temples. So we're in an occupied, Tokyo, Neo Tokyo, and there's evil Russians, but there's also this temple aspect, which is like there's different factions and stuff.
What if this group of Russians, they're kind of like their leader is like this like Rasputin kind of guy. He also deals with magic.
There's some mic thing happening. I don't know.
Mic thing happening, yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Mute my... It's not me. It stopped when Nicholas stopped.
It might be because my phone.
Yes, it's actually getting louder when you hold it up.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's gone.
There we go. Perfect.
The gamma rays are being intercepted.
Yes.
The spiritual world is trying to break through.
Yes.
So what if it's kind of like this group, this M Bison guy, and it's kind of like a Rasputin like spirit leader as well.
Mm-hmm.
So and they've been like this organization has been amassing power. So that's why he was so interested in conquering Japan in the first place, because it's one of the magical points of the world.
Mm-hmm.
So like maybe you'll never like really get to fight this guy if he's like such like the top guy, but like he's the dude, He also has like crazy magic powers.
The dude.
Yeah, so he's so we've got we got these Russian sorcerers that are highly interested, and then we've got the temples.
We need a name for them.
The Russian sorcerers.
Yeah, like they are the. They must call themselves something. Like the Russian sorcerers is what they are, but they have a name. The what would be like maybe they're named after mythological creature. Let's see some Slavic mythologic creatures here. Besides Baba Yaga. Besides
you
Baba
can
Yaga.
You can make it Baba Yaga related. Sure, why not?
The Ursanites. You know, mages of the bear.
I think that's too.
Is that too Russian for you? What? Really?
Yeah.
You
bear
want it
magic,
to be
the most powerful of all magic systems.
Yeah. What about
They have a vampiric creature called Strizga. But that's a hard name to say, so maybe we won't do it. Vodyanoi? What is a Vodyanoi? He's a water spirit that is often described as a powerful bearded man with a fish tail. He's believed to inhabit rivers and lakes. So that would be a connection to your guy if we went that route.
What if and you guys let me know what you think about this. What if my girl only looks 20, but she's ancient?
She's an ancient fox spirit.
Sure.
I'm not a fox spirit. My wife wants her to be a fox spirit now. Because Sure?
Man, you have healing powers.
I was a little afraid where you were going with that, but I was I was fine with it.
It's actually okay because she's 109 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
because you have healing powers. I think you could heal like your aging, you know.
Yeah.
I took the regeneration feat gimmick. Yeah. I feel like she's been dead already. And then she came back. Like during the occupation the attack of Japan, she got killed. And they made a ceremony out of it and everything. Then she got dumped but nobody understood that she could regenerate. And that's why we have the resistance.
So
she's back. She's real. I saw her.
So she died once, and then she rematerialized, and then people. Oh wait, we have a chance at actually winning this. Kind of do.
Yeah, over time, lost limbs and appendages will regenerate.
Yeah, I have that one too.
Oh, that's super cool. So maybe they see me more of a ghost, like a folk tale, and not as like the group leader, or
I thought you were more of a tool to be used by the group, but okay.
If you want me to be a tool, but I'm not very useful. That's a problem,
I mean, you can heal people. That's pretty useful.
I'm more like Jeanne d'Arc. It's like, well, if she picks up the flag, I guess I gotta do something. But she's completely useless on the battlefield.
Are you doing a sidekick? You could.
You are the sidekick.
No. But
I don't have points for sidekicks anymore.
Oh, okay.
I picked water walking, levitating, and sliding. It's like special mobility. I got the superior sense of touch, and I can touch things and gain more insight.
So basically, you're Senseiya. You're basically Sayori. You are Athena. You're just a figure to inspire others. You don't really do much.
Exactly.
And you may do some magic every now and then.
I am a magical girl.
Yeah.
Okay. This is how anime we are going.
Are we doing high combat though? We probably want to have.
We are. I mean,
well, you do the high combat, and I do all of the other stuff to avoid combat and heal from combat and protect. Because I got my barrier stuff going on. I got my healing powers.
All right.
But if I have to fight somebody, I'm toast. I cannot fend off a guy with a gun.
Alright.
Unless I change stat points, like I could change some stat points, maybe.
So, are you guys just resisting? And I think the sorcerers they have some pretty strong arsenal, especially since when they conquered the node, the node. I mean, the magic node. So maybe they have some mutants and like kind of not steampunk because we're going to like a 1940s kind of deal, but like a diesel punkish cyborgs and monstrosities that they're cooking up to.
Sure. That sounds good.
Do you have like Tesla guns? I think it would be cool like the Tesla gun. Like,
do we have like an objective that we want to do?
Yeah,
like,
I think it would
what's
be good.
our immediate quest?
Is it a strike? Are we basically doing our session 2 of I Am the Weapon again?
Yeah, well, it's I mean, we want to do high combat, right? We want to do high action, or so we want to be in a dangerous situation, kind of like from the jump. So we could be like defending. We could be You're bringing up that we just did a base invasion yesterday, so we could be defending, or we could be I don't know, some sort of.
Okay, what if the premise is one of your bases where you are right now, they got found and you guys are being attacked? You would basically have to get a way to survive, save some people, and find a new place while being hunted. This way, we start the game with like full action, and later on things will calm down a bit, maybe depending on how things go.
All right, so we're searching for a new location to make a base.
The game will start in media res, like you are being assaulted. Your base.
In our base. Got it.
Yeah. So they got a few armored people, maybe like a mutant or two, something that they cooked.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, I like it.
No,
what are your relationships?
Underground botanical garden, the sacred tree. No.
What are your guys' your relationships? Like, you have the Coral Girl. What about your characters?
My relationships? I don't know.
You should think about that. You should have at least an NPC.
I've got another one. How about like an old man that works the radio broadcasts?
Oh, for the Resistance?
Yeah.
He's the Mars guy.
Yeah, sure. That's perfect.
All right.
What if well, every good resistance has a leader. So he's my relationship.
All right.
Okay. So let me review what we have so far here, and you can correct me and add stuff or maybe remove. Let's see if this is all checks out. So the Russian sorcerers, they've conquered the 1940s Tokyo, Japan. There is a Tokyo resistance group, or Japanese resistance group. There are some underground tunnels used by the resistance, some hideouts. Japan has one of the 7 magic ley line nodes in the world. That's why they conquered it. And the PC, you're gonna start with the PC's base, the hideout being raided by the occupiers.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
And we are talking like maybe it's a diesel punk, diesel magically infused diesel punk kind of setting.
Yeah,
Yep.
early 1900s style.
Yeah, we got blimps flying, stuff like that.
We should have this written down somewhere.
I'm writing here.
Oh, okay.
On a note
Yeah,
that is not
yeah,
marked down.
that sounds good. I'm happy with that.
All right. Seems to. So, yeah.
What's a good magical girl name?
Something Japanese.
That's why I wanted.
Midori.
That's why I thought like, not being Japan, we can come up. But yeah, it can be Japanese names.
What you don't want to go full weeb? You just want the half?
Because the best anime, they're not set in Japan. They're set somewhere all over the world, or like somewhere on the script.
Well, what are you thinking? Are you thinking kind of like Japanese themed, but kind of like pseudo Japan, or are you thinking like?
I think pseudo Japan would be fine, so you can have different names and.
Sure. What does that mean? Just having English names, or
it means that it's a mix. Both exist.
The international.
And he's gone.
The international city
banned. Nice timing, Nicholas, when you kicked him. Good job.
You have to wait for him.
But
So
I like the idea that my character has a very specific Japanese name, because I'm almost like a mythical creature of the area.
Yeah.
And then everybody else can be in contrast, or like people in the resistance could be more Japanese, or they could have like Russian names because they grew up under the Russian oppression.
Yeah, he's back. Let's just.
Okay.
Press the wrong button. Sorry about that.
I press self-delete.
We can name the country something else that sounds maybe Japanese, but it or.
There's like this.
Unless we
this
just call it like
island.
Neo Japan, or we call it something, but it is Japan, but it's not, just to make sure, so it's like understandable whenever we mention it.
Okay.
Like, I don't see the value of having it not be Japan. If we're gonna make it fake Japan.
Fine, then we'll keep.
Yeah.
It's Nicholas just doesn't want to get his Japanese.
Yeah,
wrong.
I would say just say it's international, and then like you could have whatever name you want.
Then we need a name.
My name is my name is Octomorph. So like this is like English inspired, Greek inspired terminology.
Then we need a name for this country, this archipelago country.
Japan.
it's
Well, then they have to decide like which direction to go. It's like choosing a restaurant, but not really choosing a restaurant. We have to pick one. Because if it is Japan, why are Octomorph?
What's that? Well, it's a terminology from overseas. It's scientific.
Scientific.
Yeah.
They have their own scientific names, but
he has a
Japanese
name, but people call him the Kaishu.
Yes.
I'm not a Kaishu.
The cashew. He's a cashew.
It's cashew. It's a Pokemon. Pokemon Octomorph incoming.
So is it Japan or is it not Japan? Let's set that for forever.
I want so I'll just express my preference. I want 1900s Japan, alternate history, but it is Japan. That's what I would say. But that's just my preference.
I love the idea of conquered Japan, right? So you have the old Japanese influences of the old times, but instead of getting bombed, they got invaded by Russia. So you got like a bunch of Cyrillic, bunch of vodka, brutalist architecture. That's like everywhere.
Yes.
Taco Kara. Taco
They
Kara.
still call him whatever that is.
Yeah.
Taco, because you have takoyaki, which is the very delicious, by the way, with octopus, the little ball thing. Very good. I'll just call it Japan. Maybe Neo or something that implies
Sure.
that it's being conquered then.
Sure.
But not Neo, because it's not Neo, right? It's being ransacked. Is Slavic Japan or like Slavo Japan or something like that? I think if it just had a name for the guys, we could say that it's like the guys Japan, you know, it's theirs now, but we don't have a name for them.
Conquered Japan? Occupy Japan?
Yeah, conquer. I think it's easier to speak. Conquer Japan, occupy Japan, conquer Japan. This is group. I guess we have to go with the Yaga group, the Yaga
Baba
Corps.
Yaga
You
troop?
know?
Yeah.
The Yaga Corps. That sounds cool, right?
Yeah. So
Court. Oh,
how about this? The we're guarding this ley line node, but there's another one in Russia, and that's where Baba Yaga's house is.
That's why they have such a strong mythological.
Yeah, that's
stuff.
why. So that's why they're like the occult. They're so
Mhm.
powerful. Occultist is. Do you want Baba Yaga to be a real character in this?
Exactly. I would be glad if she's kind of like their president or something, you know, of the whole
President?
corporation.
The
nah,
president
He runs
she's-
the corporation.
Is she not like the puppet master behind Rasputin, who's actually
Yeah.
the president?
Okay, yeah. So Baba Yaga.
The
But
Yaga Corps.
I don't. Yeah. That's
This is
Because-
our world, Schatzi.
Yeah.
My wife complaining that Rasputin was never the president, but he could be. He could
No,
be. in
maybe-
our-
maybe-
Say that job.
Like the Rasputin. I still think maybe the one guy below Baba Yaga is this Rasputin sorcerer. Is the mega sorcerer, you know,
okay.
the mega wizard guy.
the sorcerer supreme.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
want Yaga at the top, Rasputin beneath.
Yeah, and then all the other his commanders and whatnot
Mhm.
underneath him.
Session 2. We go to Russia and kill them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can we do 1905 Japan instead of 1940s?
All right.
Cool.
Well, it's still
Perfect.
diesel punk, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's more diesel punk than kind of like World War II ish.
So Hurricane diesel punk.
Perfect.
It's like
Hurricane.
a bunch more Bushido code going around.
Mm-hmm.
So samurai. Let's throw in some buzzwords here, just so we kind of. This is kind of the
Telegrams,
telegrams, Morse, blimps.
blimps. Yeah. Subway.
We already have magic and diesel punk in the, so I will not repeat them.
What is the so I like a small detail about the relationships. I don't know how to name Japanese people. So I've written down like
That's
Togi.
why I was. That's why I was mentioning.
No, I like it.
Sure.
I like it, man. Togi Taragana, the resistance leader samurai who follows the Bushido code.
Yeah, I think personally, I don't really care that much about like authentic names, but we could go online and find a name generator and just
Yeah.
splat out a bunch of them.
So another thing is that usually you'll be calling people by their surnames,
Mhm.
especially if you have
Yeah.
this hierarchical thing going on.
Yeah.
You don't need to say. I think we don't need to go like, oh, Octomorph son. I just saw Sir Octomorph. Like we can use
No, Octomorph
normal
son.
speech.
It has to be the
Or
way.
Octomorph son.
No, I'm not doing that.
Well,
Because that's the same problem of why I don't like playing in Portuguese in settings where all the names are in, because it's just weird.
well, how about
Well,
we're watching
we
the
speak
dub?
English.
Yeah, we're watching the dub. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we are watching the dub.
So they don't.
I mean?
Maybe they don't use honorifics. I don't know.
I'm not
You just call
gonna
sir.
say like
Or master.
Yeah,
commander,
exactly. I'm not saying
Honored.
Octomorph
Lieutenant.
Yokai or something like that. It's Master Octomorph, something like
Like
that.
maybe specific words such as like kaijin, they're very specific. They don't have a translation.
Sure. Yeah,
that's fine. Like kaiju again, that's fine. But
if you call out
sir,
for the
we have
master,
sir.
you can say sensei, but you don't say sensei Octomorph like it's an 80s karate movie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm fine. I'm fine with whatever mix you want to go for. Whichever feels natural to say out loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like not having to stop and think about the right honorifics.
Yeah.
All right, fine. It's fine if during the game it happens, but now it's not the game, so that's why you have time to talk that. So that idea is now planted inside your brain. Okay.
So I was thinking the resistance leader is a samurai or a daimyo. Like I don't know the word for who was a lord, but the Russians fucking invaded.
That's a good point. Yeah, maybe he was a big guy.
So he could be like more than a samurai. He's not just like a sword who served the lord. He was like one that follows the Bushido code.
Okay. Do we want to get some specific NPC names? So we've got Coralina, and that's a kaiju NPC.
Kaijin, Coralina.
Come now.
To Octomorph.
Daimyo were powerful Japanese magnates, feudal lords, blah blah blah. Yeah, that works for me.
Sure.
What is his name again? The daimyo.
I'm gonna post this the name on the Discord.
Okay. Togi Taragana.
Togi. Okay.
I thought, is that hard to say for you guys, or is that easy?
I can say that. Yeah, that's easy.
And I picked a name as well, and the English translation is a lady who dances on lake.
No, you can just say your name. We don't need to go.
Yeah, people call me Lake. It's Misumi.
Okay, Misumi.
Or Lady Misumi, depending on whether or not they like me. The monster.
I don't think anyone who seals a monster, to be honest, man.
I like the idea that, like,
unless your powers actually come off monsters.
I can literally float. I can walk on water. I can slide. Well, that's like just like I have cool mobility. I regenerate. I can heal people. I can like erect barriers to block any incoming attacks. So I am a supernatural creature. Some would mistake me for a ghost type situation.
But you are a yokai.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I touch people and know how they feel. My supernatural sense of touch.
That's actually Mantis' power from Marvel.
Ooh, yeah, exactly. That's what I was going for. I didn't even think of that.
There is a name for that. I forgot. It's not telepathy. It's something.
So sorry, Coralina. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Just
Coralina for what?
She's a coral. She's a coral.
Yep. And the bad guy is the bad group is Yaga.
The Yaga Corps.
Yaga Core.
And their leader, I think, can just be Rasputin. Maybe it's just a name that he.
Rasputin.
I mean, is the zero actually the -1, right? Because it's before the actual guy.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Rasputin Senior.
Could be Kostaltin or some other like name that a Russian name that end with tin.
It's the surname is Rasputinov, like son of Rasputin. Rasputin Raspunovich. Rasputinovich.
Yeah. Here.
Oh, are you playing music?
No,
What?
I'm looking
No.
for a name that sounds, Ooh.
It seems I've got a problem.
Dragutin. I got names that end in tin, but they do not. They lack the. I think it's because the Rasputin is such a strong name. We're gonna go with the Rasputin.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Can we rewind for a second? Are we in Japan, or did we go with an alternate Japan?
It is an alternate. It is Japan for. It is alternate Japan.
Okay, so we are in Japan. So I should.
Yeah.
My character should say we're in Japan, we're in Tokyo, all that stuff. Okay, great.
I mean, I guess you wouldn't say that when you live in a.
No.
But yeah,
like,
I gotta do it.
All right, the Yaga Core is attacking the south part of Tokyo. Like I could just say that, and it's not like, oh, we're not in Tokyo, we're in.
It's not Tokyo. It's
Dumboligo. Some
Tokyo
other
Janeiro.
Yeah, some other term. But we're in Japan. We're in Tokyo for purposes of setting. Okay. Any other setting stuff we should know? Do we have a name for our base?
It's the Resistance, right?
Right.
I guess you can choose if you want your base to be like in a big city or like a countryside thing,
Well, I love the idea that it's literally the supernatural, like gigantic tunnel network combined with submarine tunnels of the mega city of Tokyo or whatever. Did we say Tokyo now? I don't know.
Yeah. I think we're in Tokyo.
Yeah, so I love being like the flip side of that. What happens under the surface?
Okay. Maybe we need like a specific term for the ley line tunnels.
What about?
Isn't the name ley line already imply like a path?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a psychic immaterial thing.
Oh, I was thinking. Oh, okay.
As far as I know.
So maybe it's something. So are these tunnels natural, or like they're like prehistoric, or are they man-built? Is it like the mythic underworld?
We could do like we could do like an arbitrary combination. Like there's subway tunnels, there's tunnels to drill things, there's natural caverns and paths and stuff like that. Like we could say that this is like a giant network that humans found and have extended and stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool.
Okay. So impact frame is kind of the rule set name, the rule system. Like, do you want to give a name for the thing, for the session, like, or just leave it at that?
Oh my god.
Soulburn.
Soulburn. All right. I'm
Wow.
fine with that. So someone has said anything, so it is this now.
Yes.
Forever.
Soulburn. I asked GPT for an image, and he said, "You reached your daily limit. I didn't create anything today."
So I was
Somali hacker is using it.
I was actually messing around to create this octomorph image, and it was like, I can't generate that image. I was like, what's the problem? It's like, make sure you say it's non-sexual, and then I'll generate it.
Oh.
And so I did, and it worked. That was really funny.
People are really doing.
It's so weird.
I see. Because is it maybe some? I mean, we'll see that again before we play, but about like fighting. So how will that work out? Right.
So I changed that I got at least 1 point in intellect, so I can use projectile magic of some sort.
Okay.
So there's a chance to roll 2d4s and achieve something.
Yeah. You can get a reliable 2 or 6. Huh?
Yeah, the 6 is possible.
So like damage type and armor type is basically through the description. Like if you do a karate chop, it's kind of a slashing, piercing. If you punch, you can it should be clear based off of your role play, right? But because there might be a creature who is like just impervious to this one thing, right? Like if it's an electricity monster, energy is not going to hurt him. Kind of deal.
Cool.
So for the order, right? We'll just go with the 4D thing where whatever makes sense to go. Whoever makes sense to go first, they'll go.
Yeah.
So you choose a target. You declare what you do. The guy, before you roll, the target will declare how it wants to react. Maybe it wants to ignore because it believes you will miss, or its armor is too tough. We'll declare, and then we roll. Whoever rolls highest goes.
Okay, sorry. So this is kind of like a reduced version of that.
Yeah,
I am
because it's
thing. So we're all
2 by
just
2.
We all just declare, and it doesn't matter much in what order we declare, and then we roll.
Yeah, because in your turn, you choose what you do. This is your turn. You have an action. You can do a thing. So let's say you choose like Diesel Punk Dog to attack.
Sure. Why don't we do a full demo? How about that? We do a little
demo.
Okay,
yeah, let's do. I don't have any character sheets here, but for the monsters, but it can work. Yeah.
Cool.
So let's say they're like 3 giant mechanized Diesel Punk dogs. Okay, hounds.
Yep.
And you guys have you can start. You are in like this war-torn suburban part of town.
Octomorph steps forward and slams down with his 2 right tentacles. Slam.
So you don't roll yet, because this is like you can describe as going for the thing. So you didn't slam yet. You're going for the slam, right?
Yeah, I'm slamming down at presumably the dog, but maybe I hit this pavement. Whatever.
Yeah, like the dog launches itself with an open mechanical jaws, leaking steam to intercept the tentacle, bite it off. Now we would roll. So
no, wait. I also have a turn, Nicholas.
No, because it's we square off that. We resolve that, and then goes for your turn.
Oh, okay.
So you always get a reaction,
So this way, when it's my turn, the dogs also get another turn?
Just to react to whatever you do.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So I am slamming downwards.
I'll default to it.
Let me see my character sheet.
It's your body and your strength.
Right. Also, I have a flat bonus because I've got tentacles.
Yeah, so you should write that somewhere so you don't get lost. Like,
can we convert that to a dice? Actually, just make it simpler.
So the thing is, because of the way damage works, right? it's your skill that I mean I wrote down skill, but this is it's stat. It's your stat die that will be used for damage. So in this case, my 4.
Mhm.
I got a 4. This is max damage. I would roll another, so it'll be like 5, 6, 7 damage if the bite strikes. Because if you keep adding die, it will make confusing to see how much damage you do.
Okay. How about I make a special die that only has a 4 on it or whatever, and that's
I'm lost.
distinguished. Okay, so I have a flat +4 bonus. Actually, before we talk about like modifications, let's just do it as it is. So sorry, let's start over. Okay, so I'm rolling my attack. I have a D8 in body, and I have a D4 in strength, and then I have a flat +4 for 4 tentacles.
Okay, so you're gonna roll that and add a +4.
Okay, so a total of 9.
You need to beat a 10 to overdo the dog's action, you know?
Okay, looks like I failed.
I cannot see your die. Why?
Oh, is it not? Oh, fuck. I've got multiple copies of Sophie's dice. Sorry. Sorry. There we go. You see that better? Result 5.
The highlight number is a really bad color for the die. But,
yeah, I'll fix that as well. I'll fix the.
So in that case, you would have failed. So the dog manages to bite your tentacles, and in the process, it deals 5 damage.
Okay.
With the chomping. Then how damage works?
Mm-hmm.
Deducting damage. So you got hit. There's nothing you can do here. But you can roll just your resistant die. So just your resistant die to see how much you deduct from that bite.
Just the resistance die.
Yeah, you don't even need to tell me because this is just so you know how much. So 5, you see? So maybe your tentacles got squished in around its teeth, but did not rip or anything. You managed to deduct all of. Maybe it's so slick that it just like, it's
okay.
Slowed.
Okay.
How do you past tense of slide?
Slid.
Slid. Yeah. You slowed. It slid through. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Let me make sure I understand. So it's a contested roll. Winner does damage. Loser can roll resistance.
Yeah, to deduct some damage.
Still muted. Fantastic.
So basically, you get like many actions because every time someone attacks you, you get to react to that attack any way you choose.
Okay.
But in your turn, you get to decide what to do because you don't necessarily. Maybe you're trying to set up something you want, like to collapse a building on top of a bunch of creatures. So there's no reaction to that. It's just you trying to beat, like if I say, oh, it's average, you just need to beat a 6.
Okay.
You know? And then they may try to like jump out of the way, stuff like that, but that's kind of like the usual. You always be so whenever people attack you, you can choose how to react. And you can trust the die, or stuff like that.
Cool. I guess now it's now Mizumi's turn.
Yeah.
Well, I raise my my stave, and green light glows from it as I recite I forget what it's called, Japanese poem, and
haiku?
A haiku. And botanical ranks and ivy grow into a barrier protecting Octomorph's flank from the dogs.
Okay, so there is no contest to be made. You just need to. What is it that you roll for the magic thing?
So it's a magic defensive barrier with mind and resistance.
Okay. I'll say that's average. An average skill check, so just be the 6. Most of the time, most of the
Right.
time it's going to be an average, right?
So I got this D4 here for my mind. And I got this resistance die of a D6, which is 7.
Just goes. You can describe like how it works, and it just works.
The barriers erects like walls, protecting the flanks of octomorphs as ivies with its stinging nettle and rose petals menacingly poking the dogs.
That's it. Then we'll come to the dogs. I do have a stand-in for a hard mechanic, but I would just add like an extra attribute die to symbolize they're all working together. Let's say the 2 of the 3 dogs start gnawing at the vines, trying to rip it off. As their chest engine starts glowing a green flame, they're gonna be your. Did you roll a 7?
Yep.
Okay, they fail. So for your, because again, this is like I said, early beta gamma version. I think you should, especially when you do like things like that. Or maybe I should write down like it's a 7. That's the difficulty they're trying to beat to undo your thing.
Yeah.
So if they do a thing and you try to undo their thing, you're trying to beat the number they rolled.
Yeah.
Right.
So gotta keep that written down somehow, right?
Yeah. Shouldn't
Yeah.
like
I can just write down in the private chat. I would just say like 7 magic wall.
Yeah.
Like,
I
And
think
there's
like
also like there's so many magic things. Like one of them is the defensive barrier. But since I picked botanical, I assume that as soon as I cast that, Octomorph cannot just ignore the barrier to attack them anymore. So as I was thinking, oh, how do I describe this? Oh, he can still fight, but he gets protected as well.
I think you could just like say in character like the vines will like open up for you or something like that. You just make it clear.
Okay.
Because it's magic, so like they can
Yeah.
be smart enough to know that
Yeah, I think if the description is like the vines snake around the dog's feet, and I could just smash him in the head, whatever. Like, or I guess, were you imagining like a force field or something else?
Yeah, it's I like the idea of like nature magic. I mean, there could be real ivy. There could also be much more magical. Like they fizzle out. It's it's like taking parts of the Feywild into the real world as they manifest into existence while the magic is up.
Okay. So this is kind of like summoned magical, mystical plants.
Exactly.
Okay. So when it comes to like the dogs resisting it, shouldn't they just roll resist immediately as a response?
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
So I was just listening to the resolution, and you were talking about like you would write down an ongoing effect, and then on the dog's turn, they do that. But like,
yeah. So because it's a thing that's gonna stay in the world and they can interact with it, they still need a difficulty level, and I think it only makes sense that because he rolled like a 7, we should just say like vine barrier 7. We can write down here in our private chat.
mm-hmm.
So it's there, like we know we can reference it every time there's something that is permanent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the barrier, I assume that's also pretty. I mean, static in this case of in this scene or with these dogs.
Yeah.
So if somebody attacks from behind, the barrier doesn't do anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think you could do that. I'm just kind of thinking like just to make things less crunchy, it's just contested rolls. So like I'm holding the dogs with the vine, the dogs resist on their round against my new roll, etc. Like I don't know.
Well, we
having
could
rerolls,
we could do
having it
that.
like just because like
So unless
it's
we
just
do like
it's just a mechanical idea. I don't know.
no, yeah, I'm down to talking about because again, like I said, I vomited this rule set. You
Yeah,
know, that's
It's a
why,
new system. We have
Yeah.
to figure out like what
I
makes
think-
sense, what is cool.
this may
we
be
could make like I am in the weapon where everything there's no flat difficulty level. That can be a thing too, but I think it's
Yeah.
too swingy.
In my opinion, like this is going to be a strong opinion, also relating to I am the weapon. Like, whenever if you want to play something 4D style, you really just have to cut almost everything. You need to kind of like cut it down to just like everything is a contested role, because you can't, if you have like subsystems, that's often really difficult to do in 4D. Like,
I agree. Yeah.
so like I would just try to make everything a contested role. And then that's very simple on like whatever happens, we don't have to talk about it. We don't have to establish any sort of rule system or like
So
meta. Oh, this is a uncontested role. This is a contested role. This is a saved role sort of thing. Like, I think like if we want to commit to like 4Ding it, like roll
the
unders
less
in old school are really awesome, because like if you're playing an old school game and you just have a roll under your stat, you don't need to talk about anything. You just say, I failed to climb the rope, or like I slip out of the rope. Like, you don't have to be like, GM, is the rope slippery? Is there oil on it? I'm wearing my special
I
gloves. Like,
failed climbing. Tell me how I failed, GM.
You just
well,
fall,
at least
right?
you immediately know you failed. Like, so you don't have to do like this multi-step resolution. So
Yeah.
I think in my strong
use-
opinion, like if for all 4D games, I think having fewer resolution mechanics is better. Even if like if you look at it from like a 2D perspective, like the game is very kind of like sparse. Like I would say sparse is actually good if you want to do 4D. But so you could have like a 4D and a 2D variant. But I don't know if you want to like approach it like that. But just like in my opinion, like 4D puts pretty strong constraints on kind of like subsystems, because we can't do the conversation like if I say I'm the Octo, like I interact with the magic crystal and I'm doing this to the magic crystal, is that like an ongoing effect? Does that set up a repeated effect? Do we save that role for later? Like, I feel like in a 2D game, you just like say to the GM, "Hey, what's going on? Like, tell me what to roll." All right, but like in a 4D, we've got this ambition to not talk about mechanics ever. So
the way. So how would you propose a change? Like,
yeah, well, it's like I would just say if Zonalar is like tangling them with the vines, it would be like they resist the vine tangling, so it's a
but in this case, he was not tangling them. He was just raising a barrier, right?
Well, he's impeding them, right? He's maybe I didn't misunderstood the situation.
So as
understood, it was just a wall. Like,
a magical barrier to stop the dogs from biting you.
Okay, and then so like the dogs try to burst through or break the barrier.
Yeah. They need to beat a target number. Like, what would that be, you know?
Well, that would just be the barrier holds and Zonalar keeps it up. Like,
so he would that be a contested roll again? Him again? He would have to roll again?
Yeah, I think rolling again would be cool. Like, Zonalar's, I'm holding the dog, it's breaking, like,
or maybe,
sort of that
maybe
sort of
thing. I erect a barrier because it kind of fail. I only roll once it gets attacked, and then we do the face-off roll.
Yeah, something like that, where it's like.
But then we have to make it so that logic, that ruling, needs to apply in the whole rule set, to be unified.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking like every time the enemies try to do something against you, you make an opposed roll that represents what you did or what you're doing to resist them.
But then, should you roll in the first place if you don't have something opposing to that?
Exactly, that's what I mean. Like, I do the effects, but I don't roll for the effects to get established. I roll for how strong the defenses are once they get tested, because that's
Okay,
the moment when it
I
gets
like that.
when it gets when it gets tested.
So the wording of that would be no rolling is necessary unless there's an opposition, a direct opposition. Like if you try to hack a system, there is an opposition because the system
Yeah.
is trying to, there's a difficulty level there. Like it's
Right.
a
Yeah.
high tech, it's hard. But if it's just like making like a column of fire, not on top of someone, just in the open, you just do it. You just use your turn and it just happen. It's automatic. If you have the power to cast fire, would that be it?
I think so. I don't know if Zonal Iron, if I agree, but I think that makes sense.
What do you think is different in our approaches? Kaiji and Octomorph.
I think I'm just thinking like every time the bad guys do something to oppose you, it is a contested roll, and so you don't need
You
to like
roll
special case like magical abilities or like static abilities or things that you've erected. It's just like if, for example, if Kaijin Octomorph became a bricklayer and made a brick wall, and then later on the dogs try to break down the wall, that would also be a contested roll, even if I'm back at home or
not
something.
there.
I don't know.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I don't know. That's just like a hypothetical.
Okay. I think
but-
maybe if it's like 45 minutes down the line, I would just assign as average. Or, but
yeah,
I get what you mean. Yeah.
But or you would just say arbitrarily like, oh, they broke down the wall. But if there was a question, it would be an opposed roll. I don't know.
Oh,
So
that's also a thing. Like, do magical barriers. So I got the spell,
Okay.
but I didn't imagine this to be in effect like 10 years from now.
a lesson, yeah. I think they dissipate after a while, unless you really go like, I'm gonna do something that's gonna last forever. You're gonna make like, oh, it's a mythic, a difficulty level.
At that point, it feels like I need to spend a ritual to reinforce the barrier, which could be something like cool. Like, we had a barrier erected for the underground base to protect its citizens and to plan and strategize. And the first thing we realize is I get like shaken out of a trance because the barrier got broken, and that's how we start the game.
Okay, sure.
Because
Yeah,
that
if you
was
try
like-
something, okay, see, tell me if that's what you mentioned. Just a barrier. If you do not mention any extra thing, you just do it. But if you say, "Oh, this is gonna last like 3 weeks," like I'm enforcing this one, I'm gonna say, "Okay, beat an 8," or like, because it's hard. And if you can't, then you say in character like you can describe like, no, I don't think I can. This is too much. I have to make it just last a day or so, because you cannot beat an 8 even if you could.
Sure. Well, in that case, you could come up with a Kami Guardian NPC on the fly that doesn't want that doesn't want the wall to be created or something. I don't know. That's just kind
I
of
think
like
it's better if
making
the
all
character
opposition
realizes they can't,
opposition make all opposition embodied. I don't know. That's just, I don't know. That I'm getting into wackier places.
I was thinking like for something to last a long time or a big area, it's still pretty much the same die roll, but what changes is how much effort the character puts into it or how much time he needs to achieve it. But I guess that's hard to standardize, because as a player, I would like immediately put restrictions on myself, but as a rule set,
Terra has a mechanic about like taking time for preparation, and each turn you delay an action, you increase the target number by 1. But you have like to spend your turn doing nothing. We could do something similar where you can add a +1 for every turn you delay, just like preparing the thing to make it stronger. So even if I say it's hard and you look like, oh, it's an 8, I cannot have an 8. But if I like prepared for 3 turns, I can make it maybe happen. Then maybe you can like keep.
Have you watched Final Fantasy 14 trailers?
No, I
like
haven't.
the
I'm
original
sorry.
from the MMO. It's literally like they get all burnt in a fiery crisp, but the mage casts this like huge shield to protect the people in the camera shot, and it's like everybody else gets okay, goodbye. Everybody else gets burned asunder, but he protects his people as he himself dies from the attack.
He's back.
So I like the idea that I can cast a barrier to affect multiple people or to defend the base or literally stop rockets shooting at us.
Medium, smallish dome around you. I wouldn't make it necessarily harder. I think I would make you roll against like the blast to see if the blast eats through. Like there'll be a contestant in that aspect. But like I feel like
I must defend the children, Nicholas.
Yeah,
I must be protected.
I'm talking about if you're really going overboard with because it's reform, right? I want to encompass the whole base in a single thing. Then okay, that's gonna be hard or
it's
an 8 or a 14.
The base defense bubble.
But if it's just a small like thing, like for like 10 people maximum, like 11, like well, you can just do it,
Okay.
Because you can hurdle up as 11 people in a small group, and
So getting into the world a little bit, is that your job, Zonalar?
Getting into the world?
That's and healer.
You're the barrier.
I am the barrier.
All right.
Because I am the weapon. I am the shield. You can get it.
I am.
So let's see, because there was some rework here for the main resolution, right? Like if it comes down to that, most checks are going to be a 6, like on average. And some situations you're just going to do the thing, like no rolling necessarily unless there's a direct opposition. So like you don't need to roll to just use your tentacles unless it's an attack, because then the guy can react, right? Same way you don't need to roll just to make like a vine chair for you, a stool for you to sit on. You can just do that. It's a small thing. Even if it's like a wall or a door, you can do that. But if someone tries to destroy that and you're trying to hold it, make it hold, then we would like contest it.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
So you would roll like your magic there. And you can add your bonus. You can even like set up Sophie's die to a pip. Like this thing is literally like a +1. I can even do this just to make sure like it shows on screen.
Oh, just for the flat bonuses.
Yeah, because then you don't need to say we can look. That can be done as well.
I was going to make a custom dice with the number 4 on all of it, but I could also do this plus pip thing.
Whichever one works. I think both are perfectly fine.
So let's try another mock-up thing here. Okay. Let's try a different scenario.
I got more questions.
Okay, let's do
it's a bit separate from the combat. It's about losing hit points, since I have like healing power, which I think that one's obvious. I need to spend my action to heal somebody with my spirit. And the other one is regeneration of if
every turn you do not take damage, you get 1 back. Was that it?
That was the rule. So if I die, do we like my character's dead, and I assume that's the end of the game.
I would say that
will my character come back? Like we skip 3 days, and it's like a break through the rubble.
If you're left, if like nobody finishes you by decapitating you or throwing you into acid, you will come back. I would say you're right. You're still regenerating, unless someone actually finishes. Because when you get to 0, you're unconscious, and someone can still finish you off before you do your spirit thing to like come back, trying to beat the damage that took you. Or someone aids you.
I kind of love the idea that I have stitch marks around the neck. because I was decapitated before. So
Ah.
they had to, somebody went out of the way to pick up my head and the body and sew them back together for the regeneration to take hold.
Why are my legs over there?
Yeah, that's a cool.
Okay,
concept.
just one tip for you, Chris.
Mhm.
I chose this weird shape here because this shape doesn't roll much.
Oh,
So
it just
Sophie
keeps rolling. I see.
can do the math fast, because if you choose a ball, it's gonna
Interesting.
keep rolling. Yeah.
It
I was
keeps
wondering why you
rolling
did
and
that.
rolling and rolling.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just this weird 2D shape. Is a 2D actually? This there's only two numbers.
Yeah, instead of
it's
a coin. That's
plus
super
one.
cool. I like the shape.
So let's try another mock-up thing. Let's see how it plays out.
My weakness is being a woman. I made sure to write that one down.
Yeah, that's inherent. Yeah, let's say you're on a beach coast, a bunch of those concrete like caltrop things to stop boats, and there's a giant crab, enemy crab. Okay, it's ransacking the place. It's going haywire, destroying everything. And octomorph. It's a giant creature.
All right. Octomorph swings on tentacle arms from the telegraph pole to get closer to the enemy.
Let's say you still have an action. It's quite fast.
I would say that it would be a motion action, but I'll also do an action.
See, but again, that's why it's not you don't need to roll, because you're just moving. Like it's not being contested, and it's not particularly hard.
Right. Okay. For the demo purposes, do we want to say that it's difficult, or do we want to just move on to Zolar's character?
I think you can just do it. Like it's perfectly fine for you to swing with your tentacles.
All right. I
Yeah.
swing with my
Like,
tentacle.
again, unless there's direct opposition and he doesn't shoot anything. He's not like throwing water jets at you or nothing. So you can still attack. Let's say.
Oh, okay. Still attack. All right. Here we go. Character sheet.
You remember, you're gonna declare first, right?
Yeah, I slammed down with my tentacles.
Okay. It raises its giant claw to block you.
Uh, 11. The tentacle slams into its head, dealing 3 damage. Is that correct?
Okay. It's your stat die for damage, whatever you rolled.
Yes. 3 damage from my D4 here.
Okay. I don't have a character sheet here. Let's say it's a D6 because it's a crab. You know, its head, a small chink in its carapace. Zomar.
I dance in a circle and summon up green magic from my stave as different flowers waltz around the air around me, and out of it shoot a hail of thorns through the air, sinking down like arrows onto the giant crab.
It waves its smaller claw in front of them, trying to protect its mushy parts.
Using projectiles. It's a 4.
So there, see, it's a 4. Okay, it's
the
thorns, but its smaller claw all reflected, raising its big claw. It goes for a slam down on the ground, raising a giant cloud of sand. making the terrain difficulty to see in.
Octomorph Senpai, his shield's too strong.
I'll take care of this. Don't worry, Mizumi. Octomorph reaches with all 4 tentacle arms and tries to rip the shield apart.
Now, an average test, because of the you see, I made the terrain difficult, so now it's gonna be harder. Rather, now instead of being harder, it should be a contested roll, right? That's what we agreed upon. So I need to change this.
So I guess I'm still doing strength again. Here we go.
Yeah, just let me add a note here so I can change this later. I'll make it.
So is this terrain, now that the terrain is harder, but
it's because of character, right? So it's a contested.
Yeah.
So I'll roll his agility and body again. What is your attack?
My attack is total 10.
Hits.
Yeah. 2 damage if that is relevant.
The same chink on its carapace head spreads even more.
All right.
Zolar, Mizumi.
I can't see much.
Lost your turn.
I lost my turn. Where are you?
I mean, I'm joking, but like you took so long that. Okay. Go ahead.
No, I don't know what to do. I don't want to shoot again. I want to do something different. So shielding my eyes from the sand blowing around me, making it difficult to see. I notice the waves rising, and I use my magic to summon lily pads growing on the beach bank on the ocean into ginormous sizes, 3 meters, 4 meters diameter each, to help the civilians from to stop them from drowning and getting washed away. Hang in there. Hold on to the lily pads.
They instantly go for the lily pads. Octomorph.
Octomorph standing within the rushing water takes a pose and will attempt to defend the civilians from any attack.
The giant crab with its large claw goes for a clamp down right towards you, Octomorph.
All right. I attempt to interpose my tentacles. I'm not afraid if any of them get snipped. There's a sick slicing sound as one of my tentacles breaks off
for 2 damage.
Ah!
Some black blood.
Damn it!
Crab.
The tentacle snakes around my back, protecting its wounded form.
Mizumi, the sand sets down. All that sand that was in the air, making the air visible, everything visible once again.
I glide across the sand, barely my toe touching the sand itself, floating above it. towards the crab and octomorph, and weave an old Celtic symbol into the air as I erect a barrier protecting around octomorph's tentacles, giving them extra strength as defense from any impact.
Okay. Instant success.
Oh.
Instant success because he's not trying to stop it.
Okay.
Right? So when I think I would just say like instant whenever. Just okay. Then the crab, seeing its eyes locking onto Mizumi's light, reaches with its other claw to one of the giant cement caltrops and hurls it in the air towards Mizumi.
I cry. And do a side roll across the sand. Glide over it. It's my okay.
Body agility to
That's my gimmick. I mean, this is me asking questions. I've broken the rules. My gimmick of I got water walking, levitating, and sliding. Is that a bonus or not at all? Like if it lets me slide.
I know I wrote
across the
something for
sand.
flight. Like you can get +2 for dodges while flying.
Yeah,
But I don't think in this case you get any other. It's just different way to move. You can
I
just
got
move
like
while
special
flow.
mobility, so I
Yeah,
can
you
move
can just
quickly.
like you don't need to roll. You can just like slide, in the 3 angles.
Yeah.
So it's just a normal movement in this case. Because you did not choose to narrate in such a way that you're using that in a unique way. It just happened. So you just roll.
Okay. I'm checking my numbers. Got it.
You clearly dodge out of the way. I'll do this like so you can narrate your success or your
Shifting out of the way supernaturally, sideways as I glide across the sand. Pushing myself off the sand back to my legs and floating gently in the air as the strike passing past me.
the civilians
Impacting in a rupture of sand.
The civilians on the lily pads being drafted farther away from the creature into safety. Octomorph.
Octomorph decides that it's time to end this. With his empowered tentacles, he grabs 2 of the giant concrete caltrops and slams them together around the crab's head, like a almost like a nutcracker.
The crab raises. It retracts its eyes into its sockets and raises its claws to protect itself.
14 for damage. Crunch. Clear white ichor splashes.
Here's the deal.
Okay.
So it was a hit, but I rolled its resistance. It got a 5.
Okay.
So that's maybe something that we need to be aware when we describe a hit landing.
Okay.
Oh, how much it gets absorbed? Of
Yeah.
the hit? Ooh.
So maybe like I wouldn't mind you describing like ichor coming off, but like statistically, it's a light wound, mechanically speaking.
Okay.
And that can be a moment of maybe like it just goes on walking like as if it did not hurt, and you can act in character surprised,
Sure.
like, oh. So let's go with the
Yeah. So the way
ichor.
I would do is I start describing the injury. Or wait, should I wait for you to roll resistance or what?
No, because it is a hit. Like what the mechanic is saying, like it landed a hit, but its armor absorbed some of it. Even if like it might have some superficial cuts or more chinks, I'm not noting that down as a wound.
So you impact the shell, but you don't describe the shell shattering on impact
Yeah.
because Nicholas could resist a lot of the dice.
Okay. All right.
Same way when I describe like a claw, like you know.
Okay, yeah. So the resolution mechanic is if I'm dealing damage, should I wait for the resistance in order to figure that out, or should I give? I feel like if you're doing resistance for attacks, you should roll it, and then we can see the result, and then we go off.
Yeah,
Does that
I
make sense?
agree.
Okay,
That feels
so
more natural.
roll
but-
all together, right? In this at the same time.
Well, in this case, it's kind of. Is it mechanically the same? Okay, if you're doing purple for the resistance.
Just to make sure. So
Yeah. So actually, yeah, maybe we should have a convention, which is that.
especially when it's the same die, because it can get confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can use different dice.
Yeah,
Do
I
you-
think I think would be better even because for example, let's say I do this. Which one is the damage? You know, I
Yeah.
can always say it's always the right one, but I think I'll
Yeah.
do like this. You know.
Oh, right. Because you could roll 2 6s or
Yeah.
2 d8s.
Yeah, but to be fair, I'm gonna
totally
say
fine
that
to just go like left to right and top to down, as
Yeah.
that's what I do in
because
the order.
attribute first and then the
Yes.
stat is the secondary, so that'll be a
Exactly.
3 damage.
So the issue there is that it's not just you interpreting it; I have to interpret it as well. So maybe we should have.
Oh yeah.
Because I like whatever convention you use, that's fine for you. But like, I need to know if I'm dealing damage or not in order to describe it. So
I mean, at this
Well,
point,
you-
I'm
you
still
know-
okay
you-
if
you-
he rolls and then he says 3 damage.
Yeah, because the damage I tell you, but
Right.
like this, it doesn't matter which is which. You just know that you need to beat a 9.
okay,
So maybe for
Are
like
we s-
defenses, I'll do like this. Just you know that the blue one is my, or if it was in this case, he has a D6. But let's say he had a D4, you would know. Oh, the D4 is his resistance because it's the odd one out. You know.
Would you? Isn't that based on depending on the enemy? Because we don't know which
Yeah.
die to roll for the resistance. We find out in combat.
maybe we should
Yeah.
establish a convention where we have Sophie's dice have a certain color with resistance.
Good. I could set up a dice bag just for
If you want,
impact
yeah,
frame.
we can have that written down on the Discord, so I can have a die, the resistance die.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let's be
I
like
only need one.
all attributes are one color and all stats are one color, and then any extras is like whatever color. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you actually need that because
So let's say
if you're saying that stats are the damage and attributes are not the damage, then we have to distinguish between stats and attributes if you have the same dice.
Yeah, and the way I called it is I read top down and left to right.
Yeah, we can't use
So-
green for Sophie's dice though. Keep that in mind.
yeah. Look at this attribute or blue because I use blue for mine.
Oh,
So
you
let's
use green,
say
okay.
let's use black and white.
Okay.
Sure,
Black for attribute and white for stats.
I'm ready.
And
I
any
got-
other color would be the extra damage if the damage exploded, or the resistance, or whatever thing it might be.
Okay.
It
and
also
this
can,
is something.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the colors can be the players decide at whatever table they're playing at, whatever dice they got with them, right?
Yeah, you can decide. So I don't have it right now, but I can set a dice bag with the D4, 6
Yeah,
8
I'll
and
set up a bag for that as well.
for impact frame. And I think it fits with black and white, with the manga aesthetic, eventual color. Yeah, it's within theme. So
You don't get it, Kaijin-sama. It is thematic.
yeah, impact frame ! and I want example dies. Save changes.
All right.
Sounds good.
Do we have anything else to wrap up, or do we want to continue the demo? Or I'm losing a little bit of steam. I got to eat lunch soon,
I mean, the more we do, the yeah. I was just gonna say, the more we do, the more like things we're gonna find out to fix.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it is you still have the same, I mean, I say issue in the sense of, when it's our turn, do we just attack all the time, or am I gonna save the people with lily pads? Am I gonna go off to heal somebody?
You can set up
while
something
you're fighting
greater,
the monster?
right?
And it's always down to the game master, because depending, I mean, we play with you, so that's not an issue. But people will be like, well, I guess I have to make it more intense. It's too easy for people, so every time the monster does something, it's attacking you, and it's attacking you again until you're dead, which leads to very boring role play.
Yeah, but I think you can describe, like, jumping, doing a. But I think you can lean into the describing in a different way, or just maybe as a meta challenge, trying to come up with something different.
Yeah. I think one thing that we can do is we can co-create complications for our own characters, and also the GM can like describe different environments and like different obstacles. Like if there's an obstacle in the way, it's not the same as punching the monster, because like the obstacle is holding us back, we're being chased, or something like that. I don't know. So I think like when you have kind of non-tactical systems, it can be just devolve into a slugfest. But I think if the two of us are on board, if the players are on board, we can co-create interesting scenarios.
Yes, for sure.
What do you think of this great writing here? So if needed, most checks are a 6. If needed, right? I'm going to put this. Most checks would be a 6 on average. But if you have the gimmick, you can mostly circumvent it. Or is necessary unless I changed to character opposition.
Yeah, I think that's
character. And then character opposition. This is where the great writing expertise comes in. Include, but it's not limited to, barriers, etc. I cannot think of other examples other than a barrier, but I think it sells an idea, right?
Well, depending on like the kind of story, it could be like a lock picking or hacking. We may not be doing that for this game.
If that, I would just like, I think it's a hard lock. It would be an 8,
Yeah.
But then again, if needed, it's average, or it's a 4.
Yeah,
it's
but
6,
what is a Greek demigod lockpicker? Do you really roll an 8?
You could say
you can probably break the door. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah. So it's like the vault for Baba Yaga's palace.
Yeah.
She has magic barriers. She has mythic magic barriers there. You gotta defeat the icon, the protector first. Yeah.
Yeah, but to break into Rasputin's Junior's bedchambers, that's hard. It's not mythic yet. It's hard.
Because again, the thing with anime, at least shonen, we're doing like more powerful characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like the usual obstacles you have in like fantasy RPG or nothing. Like you don't have like a trap is not really a problem. You can just like break a wall and go through. The obstacles come in different ways with more powerful characters.
I think you could still describe like a hypertech trap, like
like lasers and in this case, fine.
Explosions going off as you lockpick. I don't know.
And neutronium chains.
I think I'm gonna change this to a 12, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. The 14 looked way too crazy.
Yeah, because I was thinking let's say I have like a rule for like guns. Like, what if I need to determine like you take damage from something that is not a character? How do I deal with that? And I was thinking, okay, like, is it like a crazy trap? Then I can just roll a d8. Because that's the difficulty. So maybe I can double that for damage. I think feels okay. Feels good. Feels smart.
I also think Chris rolling with a +4 for all of his attacks that's a massive swing.
Yeah, that's huge. I was thinking about that too. It might.
But then
be that
again,
we
like
should-
it's a bunch of tentacles, right?
right, we might want to maybe cut that in half, get a +1 per each half tentacle, or +1 per every 2 tentacles.
But then it doesn't pay to have a tail or just one thing, you know.
Well, it could be.
It could be like what it
Unless
could be.
I raise the cost, unless I raise this to a 1, right?
No,
every
look,
extra
what it could be is it could be exponential in the ways of you have a +1 for 1 appendage, +2 for 2, +3 when you have 4, and the +4 when you have 8.
+4.
Okay, how do I write that? How do I write that? How do I write that?
Well, isn't that what exponential means? So it's you need double the previous number.
All right.
To get another bonus.
Can I have non-mechanically relevant tentacles? Because I'm an octopus.
Stylisticals, right?
Yeah,
you're right. Like people want to have like crazy characters, so it's a bit limiting.
Yeah, maybe it's like I'm like those squid, where it's just like they've got 2 like main tentacles to do all this shit.
Yeah.
The rest of them are just like, hanging out, doing.
Like the other tentacles are like, what? Can you role play as a? Oh, what are they called? Qualle?
Well, but even then, because what I hear is we found a problem with the writing here, so we got to find a way to amend that.
How do you role play a jellyfish with its pseudopods? You know. How can you have those appendages if you want to roleplay a jellyfish character?
I think that's fine. I think you would probably want to have. So there's multiple bonuses here, right? It's like you can attack while grappled is the big one, I think, which is the idea that like you can squirm.
You cannot move, but you still have more things. You can pick up 5 guns. You know, like
that's like that's like a flat bonus, and then we get +1 per appendage. Maybe the solution here is you just raise the cost. No, like raise the cost to 1, and then I have 2 strong tentacles and 2 stylistic tentacles, and that's a fix for my character at least.
You can say that like it's a clump of tiny tentacles that like tangle, like twist to become like this one big thing. Like you can describe as that. I would like, but mechanically speaking, the strong ones to like still do these advantages are only 2. You know.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's an easy fix because I agree that 0.5 spirit for
+1 modifier
is pretty fucking strong.
And it's also incredibly easy to abuse is the thing. As you know, at the high trust table, it's not a problem because you can talk about it. As a system, it's rife.
Yeah.
Rife for abuse. Has it established to not... established colors. Okay. To not play with bad players.
Yeah.
Put
into the rules that you have to trust the other players.
That's the rule number -1. Alpha, the alpha rule, you know.
Yeah. Alpha and Omega rule. How many appendages do I need to roleplay a jellyfish?
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, that was a question. My wife was like, wait, are you playing a kitsune? And that raises the question, well, do I buy 9 appendages for each foxtail?
Foxtails, the 9-tailed fox.
I think if it doesn't do anything special other than like, oh, I may put a ring on a tail, like, it's fine. You can just fluff that out. Because again, I don't want to have like 16 pages of powers. I don't want to do that. It would
be like what species are you? Are you human? Are you a dragon? Are you a kitsune? Right? So
I thought about rewriting rules for species. I thought about like creating your own like race thing, just to kind of mechanically tie everything together. But For
Yeah,
now, it's.
I love
I think
the
you
way
just use your guy.
I love the way we did my dragon the last time, because I am a strong buff boy that can fly, and I bought the flying. I bought, what did I buy? I can spit gumballs to trap people, which was cool. It's like it's a species thing.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah, I think this is it. Do you want to maybe throw around some dates?
Sure. So Sundays are very good for me. I can also do. Yeah, I can also do Monday. You guys are
The next
you
two
guys are in Europe,
Sundays,
right?
I will be
I am.
unavailable. I am
He's in
Brazil.
Brazil.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Which day is unavailable, Nicholas?
The next 2 Sundays, I will be unavailable. Generally, it's going to be hard for me, but specifically the next 2 Sundays.
Okay.
Though Mondays and Fridays, I'm good.
I can't do Fridays, but I can do Mondays.
I mean, on Monday, my wife has her role playing
Oh yeah,
at the
yeah.
same date. So if you play on a Monday, then I would have to like stay up until 1 in the morning to role play with you guys or something. So it doesn't interfere.
It's because Wednesday we have our Pathfinder thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I cannot do those days. But I can do I can fit it in on Saturdays before or after the common rider or the common enemy slot, or whatever slot's gonna fit in there.
Mm-hmm. This one we have Vetera for session.
I'll say again.
I think we have Vetera this Saturday at the usual on PC time, but that's too late for Zonalar anyhow.
Okay. What time zone are you in, Zonalar, and what hours can you do that?
It's
we could set up for like, not this Sunday, not the next one, but the 18th. I mean, not the
Sure.
no, the 19th.
I mean,
it's a long time, but
we could
we're
do
not
that.
gonna play.
Yeah. I
we're
mean,
gonna have forgotten everything about what we set up when we play.
That's why we have it on live.
YouTube.
We can rewatch.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think I have enough notes to remember everything. So we've got we're in Japan, Tokyo, 1900s. Lady Mizumi, Octomorph, Coralina, Togi Toranaga. We're in the ley lines. We're against the Yaga Corps and the Rasputin.
Yeah, I think that works.
Cool.
All right. Very well then. Gonna be a long time until then, but I'm gonna keep in touch. We can rewatch the thing.
Sure.
Maybe I probably end up brushing off a few mechanics, and I will keep sending you the updated version just to make sure that everything ties in with this new directive. That unless it's character contested and you have the ability to do so, you just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Just to make tie everything into one neat package that can fit in one hand. But yeah.
Are we doing that the same time as this time? Because we played at 10 p.m. for me, which works just fine.
I could do it, yeah.
Yeah, I can do it this time on Sundays.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right then.
So I'm gonna grab the timestamp to post this, so it's official. We don't get the Sunday. It's Sunday the 19th, right?
19th.
Sunday the 19th. Yes.
Yeah.
All
October.
Right. There we go.
We can make it spooky just for October, huh? All right then. Thanks everybody. Thanks Blicknik being around, and we'll catch you guys later. Have a good night.
Have a great evening. Adios.
And stream now.